What's up, guys? Welcome in. This is Casey at the Guardian Oracle 33. How's everybody doing tonight? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Casey. I am a psychic medium and intuitive. Welcome in. Have this pause and moment in time. I'm a channeled reader, so anything that's in the airwaves or in the energy, I pick up on it. Could just be in the conscious thought form that man, somebody has like a really heavy weight on their chest. I can feel that. Like even breathing. Maybe today that came off, I'll tell you guys a story. And this is how big my faith in something outside of me is that is me, okay? Because this has been one hell of a journey, Family raised Christian, I read cards and they didn't know what the hell to think about it. Some of them still don't. But I've stayed true to my path. And my daughter, she's like, Mom, I don't feel good. I don't. And, when you read another person's soul, like what they're saying and what they're going in, it's like they're imprisoned within their own body because there's like this spirit of oppression, right? And if this is definitely somebody, I'm already picking up on the energy, somebody that gets panic attacks or somebody that gets, just the fear of the next day, or you might procrastinate or prolong things and then at the last moment you rush everything in and then, this burst of energy. So collective in collective energy, and I see that through everything, I can see what's going on in the collective through the way, I boil a pot of soup and the process in doing it. Oh, okay. We all tap in our own way, Some are just a little bit oddball. They're not odd. I mean, these are innate abilities to simultaneously and energetically and magnetically, above all, work through the magnetic flow and through different forms of energy. I mean, from scalar waves to there. I mean, I'm hearing radiation waves. There's so many different types of. It's just kinetic. It's like it can go apart and comes back. It's always been there. This isn't all science read, but there's a channeled message in here for somebody. So, do you guys, literally what state the earth is in today, by the way you set up your coffee or the things that play stub in the toe, or some of you it feels like are really getting into that energy of recognizing, okay, if we want to play hardball in energy, I want to work with the universe, and the signs are all around in everything we do. The signs are there that say, one, it's so curious, the energy that the collective's in, because it's like this taking, it would be the most beautiful novel if some of you would write a book, What's up, True Rig? Hi, Alicia. Hi, Jason. Take that and channel it into something. That's such a fucking lovely energy, paying into excitement. If it might not be fucking exciting at first on the spiritual journey, when you start experiencing, like, for those of you, you're starting to see portals or energy move in front of you or things manifest because you're at a frequency where you're open to new programming, things that make you feel outside of yourself. This is magic. I'm out, and I've been there. Shit scared me too. I'm like, what the fuck? Who are you? Are you communicating? I was like, maybe they were right. I shouldn't be reading these goddamn cards. I fucking was told you knew better. I've questioned my own self. Trust me. I am that I am. I am my worst critic. Because they're my thoughts. They're in my mind. I'm the one that's got to live with them. Round and around and around. And I'm like, you know what? I'm actually... Sir, excuse me, sir. If you could shut her down, I want to get off of this thing, and it was a rickety fucking, what do you call those? A merry-go-round, the old Ferris wheel? You know the way of thinking's on its last leg. It was sketchy to start with. You know, it feels like in an energy, maybe somebody is like painted somebody to be a lunatic or somebody to be something they're not, right, in their creation. And it feels like in the collective energy, you are so empathic that you can pick up on, especially if you've had any entanglement. It's like a ringing in your ear. And it'll be a thought or something comes to your head and you'd be like, whoa, that's not my thought form. You know, because I'm trying to be in the present. I focus on my breath. I recognize what my hands feel like with the butter knife as I'm putting butter on my toast. You know, I'm present. And sometimes we get busy. I know. I'm a single mom with 5 kids. I get busy. My oldest are 17, 12, 10, and then I have a 1-year-old and a 2.5-year-old. I stay busy. Some of you are such rapid thinkers, man. Like you don't need to sit and meditate. You're on the go. Like you are walking antenna to the outer realms of the higher consciousness. It's like somebody's created a loophole to tap into something, you know? And this is like a PowerPoint within you. And it could be when you notice shit's going, oh, fuck, you know, or you're feeling rushed and you're like, whoa. One, why the fuck am I allowing, okay, other people's agenda to rule and dictate my life? Because the number one thing is freedom. That, you know, we say this, I was in the military, I know. We say this is freedom. We are so far from free, right? Until we take the power of the thought, the mind back. And that's what we're all doing. So your journey, as I, you know, try my best to describe the energy, it's been a journey. It's been one hell of a journey. All this going within, like you can't even, some of you are on the brink of your awakening. You've had many awakenings. But other people around you are activating, you know? You find admiration in the minds, and in ways it's like, whoa, what did he say? And it just goes online, you know, and it goes out into those thought waves. Whether you want to say your angel answered it, whatever, you magnetize, especially in that vibration. And when you're you're excited about it. When you have passion, man, you get fed that back. It's like a loop. It's like I see a big rainbow portal, like a big vortex, man. And even in the storm, I channeled the other day about this portal, like over earth, and beings, and seeds. We all have seeds, star seeds. We're seeded from somewhere. We have information encoded within our being through our DNA. We are multidimensional and multifaceted. We've been in a very dense environment, in a very heavy end of the wave. The way that they're showing me right now is, you know, when you crack a whip, that end of that crack, see, I could feel it because I got my ass whooped with those when I was a kid. The end of a whip or a rein, son of a bitch, that stung. It's like that. And that was kind of what the last 3 years really were, you know. And then there's just a ripple in energy, right? Things kind of go back in to a void. And they show me the difference between frequency, scalar. You want to talk about scalar. If you guys have ever listened to scalar, and I'll put some on here, you'll know you're seated. Things within you move around. Every sound or vibration, especially if it comes up on an electronic, you're magnetizing things that are out there at that frequency through a phone. However, life's an algorithm in a way. Really, if you think about the internet, the more you interact, the more that you see. Sometimes you got to get off the wavelength, you know, and you just got to chill out. And I can feel some powerful beings. And I know that you're watching right now, because I can feel there's 4 of you in here that are out of this world. Out of this world. When I say believers, it's like, I will walk this path at a low crawl with no legs. It's like, this is my destiny. I live for truth. What can I seed here? Seeking within, because that's where the seeds are. That's how you know, okay, why am I on earth? I mean, like, and I'm asking for a friend. Why? We watch all this news and all this shit. Why? And we put out the ADHD and the, oh, yep, you're bipolar. Okay, well, because I'm a medium and I can channel through all of these different levels of communication depending on which one I so freely willed and set myself attuned to vibrate in. I get that. And it's a calling, and it's in all of us. You start cleaning up the way you eat, man, you get your energy back. You're consistent. You become more consistent and intentional. It's not consistency because that sounds like a fucking task. Conditional means, or intentional is unconditional. My intentions are, and you have so much love and gratitude. Intentional and gratitude go hand in hand, truly, when you start to observe things. And I want to talk about observing things too. I can feel somebody in here who's watching who's having these out-of-body experiences. I see somebody sitting like at a table. I don't know if you're eating. I see a bowl. It's like you'll zone out. Like you're out. Some of you are, I want to tell you, it's a long time. Like, it feels like a long time, or sometimes it's literally the next day. I know this is out there, but some of you, there's somebody watching who needs to know, like, I just need a confirmation. And if your intention to connect with me is for truth, because, I call an Archangel Michael. I have an open bandwidth. I am connected. I call on my starseed family. I tune into waves. All right? You call it, some call it witch, intuitive, psychic. I just feel and vibrate at that level. Anything that comes to my mind, there's no limit. I'm going to say it. It might not, people might be, it's ADHD or whatever you fucking call it. There's a bunch of awakened ass, powerful souls walking this earth right now. Our kids, when I go to the elementary school and I see these kids, and I'm like, man, I wonder, because you're going to see their energy. You can just see that kid's going to do great things. You can see, and they're feisty. These kids are feisty, man. Their energy is powerful. They're on some, I'm not going to say some fuck you shit, but it has a little hint of fuck you shit. It's a little outlaw. And, it's like, we ain't supposed to put our hands on each other, but it does feel like some shit's going to get duked out in some ways. You know what I mean? I think spiritually it is. You could notice your kid being a lot more tired lately, or a lot more hungry. Where they have these growth spurts, or, not sleeping as well, or you've noticed their personal care. They just kind of, they lost interest, and especially if you're moving in energy, anytime you're trying to vibrate, remember, everything you brought into your house, your plants, your dishes, if they were in a breakup from a marriage, or you moved into somebody else's house, spirits linger everywhere. Energies, they reverberate at the density in which they know. They move around. You come into this space and you start moving their space with your light. They don't like that, because they no longer, if you've had a vibration, 22 as I say this, thanks guys for hitting the like and subscribe button, those negative energies that are out, we call it the elite, we call it whatever. It's frequencies that are in everything. Plants, a petal on a flower makes its own frequency. Everything. We've just stopped listening, tuning in, really listening. That's one of our best senses. So, I have this friend, and he's deaf. He can't hear unless he has or he reads my lips. And I have deeper conversations, because even though if he's not spiritual in that way, by any means, but the fact that I am, it's more like, okay, so we take labels off stuff, propaganda, spiritual, religion, right? We get to the fucking quick of it, talking about energy. It was so much deeper of intellect, it was intentional. And I talked about that earlier. Because that's how we miss looking at the souls of somebody's eyes, the way that we are intended to. There's something in that. It's a soul recognition. The soul knows. We're all the eyes, God's having that experience through each and every one of us. Universe, the energy. The ancient ones know that there's this mystic revenue that is opening up, be it a portal, be it a I heard mystical magical place when we talk about the mystical magical mountain. Somebody knows something about a very ancient modality. It's a seance. It is the words, and you're saying the right ones. I have goosebumps, so I know who's meant to hear this is getting the message. Even though whatever this is that you just started doing, okay? If you're drawn to a place, you get drawn into a certain room in your house and you feel like you can connect. If you want more, if your body's telling you, hey, I want more vegetation, I need more greens. And you start listening to your soul's calling, right? Because it's trying to help this vehicle. The light wants to be here. That's the universe experiencing a flow within this. It's infinite energy within a capsule of a thing. But I can tell you, there's people walking around and even listening that are 500 plus years old. And they look young, You start messing, it's not magic. It's not magic. It would, yes, like a kid like, oh, a Santa Claus, and it was a meteor. It just fucking depends on which side of the fence you're standing on. From where I was standing, and then I start thinking about Joe Dirt when he finds that he's all strapped to it. He goes, show me your boobies, I'll hit it. It goes boom. It's a fucking giant turd capsule. It's a fucking big shit. Thought he was gonna get rich off of fucking something, and turns out it was shit. It was a fucking dud. I also feel that energy too. If somebody was in a duping energy, because it's not magic. You work on a telecommunication level, the telepathy. It might not be audible in your mind, but you definitely are working with a supreme being. And when I say benevolence, it rules from that, but it is a dual. It feels like a very... It feels like a king of, or a queen of swords energy, right? Mixed with a king of wands. It's playful though. It's like the Page of Cups too. I don't know. It's a different energy. You're communicating with it, or it's working with you. It balances you. It's what brings your focus in. Whether you say you're crazy in your head or whatever that thought is that you talk to, or, it's like, yeah, look at and you have this nudge. Look at the clock. And you look at the clock. It's a synchronistic number. You're like, okay. Then you'll ask your guides or whatever. Ask yourself, whoever you're talking to, Jesus Christ, whatever you look at it, it's energy. Let out a pattern with your words that says, and especially when you're passionate about it, it says, hey, I'd like to experience something. Can I see a miracle? Can I see some magic? And it just comes to you because it admires that you have admiration. It's like when you go to the forest. You don't go out there and leave all your camping shit around and trash, and you know what I mean? Like, Gaia remembers that shit. And it feels like you're being remembered throughout this earth. Other star beings, other star seeds, others that have unique abilities. You help activate each other. You bring these online. It's like, when in the Bible when it says where 2 or 3 are gathered, I am here. And it's like that energy magnifies, especially if it's in a trine. The 3, 6, 9, I've been doing some very intense energy work. I don't know how I know it, but I know it. My daughter was ill. Mom, I don't feel good. Her soul, instantly my right ear is ringing. instantly. I said, okay, you know, and then I come out here and they know I read and, you know, what I do. But I don't ever, you know, my light language, and I pray over them, you know, in my mind. And, you know, I don't put it on them. Now, we've been in some scary situations when, yeah, or if I'm talking to the stars, like they know, or birds, they know. They're just like, Mom, you're crazy. They don't know how I have it or why I talk like that. But so today I said, we're going to try something. So I worked with energy. I opened up a energetic portal through benevolent light with guidance and protection. Called on my own energy as a conduit of energy. And I prayed over her, and my body was guided to touch her where as soon as I touched her on her stomach, we called back all her energy from fear, from anxiety, from, you know, just hurtful words, unforgiveness, our grief. And I had her say, you know, I call my power back, it's mine. And I watched this gal do this, and I did it. I just mimicked it with my own kid. Well, of course, you know, I do other energy work in that way, but there's different modalities, and you could be learning from different people and creating your own style. It's all energy, but you might use a very unique way that you work with energy. And anytime you call on it, it's like this energy it's there. You know, I'm watching this crystal just sit here and glitter, and this crystal, this is the only one that's ever hung around. And you know what? Crystals have their own energy. They have their own language. They have their own frequency. When my kids come out here and I'm getting off alive, they'll just sit down on the couch behind me. And they're like, oh, it's so comfortable out here. It's so comfy. Because it's the energy, you know, they're in my energy. They're in the, you know, and it's a whole different frequency, and they recognize that. So I'm teaching my kids about words and how we speak. So I called that off my daughter, right? We called all of her energy back, and I closed out. We just went through and we wove in, you know, whatever energy I was called to bring in with the archangels and ascended master, and that energy. I can call on that energy. That energy does not, it's not born of flesh. It you know what I mean? It's not born. It's an energy that's created. So anybody can embody, whether you call it an archetype or an archangel. I've done some amazing things, so athletic, and I'm like, and I don't even work out, but I'm just quick, or I've been there, or, you know, when I've been right behind an accident and helping getting people out. I just go like that, you know, anytime, and that's just how I am. I literally, behind an accident, I prayed and I said, God, please send, and I started talking, you know, and I was just asking. I said, send somebody fast, an emergency, you know, there's kids back here. One kid's arm, I could see it all broken, and it was terrible. We were literally singing Jesus Take the Wheel or some song like that, going down the highway, 80 miles an hour. And this dad, in the end, I guess he was on his phone, but he's in a Chevy truck, and, you know, we were in the fast lane. So he got over. Well, his bumper collided with the back end of that semi, and it rolled him. He went up in the ditch. I was like, holy shit. I was in a dress that day too, and that's why I never wear dresses. The one day. My lady friends, the one day you wear a dress, you gotta be Batman. I'm like, really? And that fucker was short to begin with. It was a camo dress, though. I'm sure it looked great. Prayed. The next tap on my shoulder, I heard, we are an emergency response. We'll take it from here. And I was like, wow. I like opened a portal through, you know what I mean, that brought that, and that's what it is. We bring that energy in, you know, that energy of knowledge and wisdom. People aren't fucking, yes, you're intelligent because you have book smart. I was sitting here today and I was like, you know, I need to learn about that. I should read a book. And then my higher self's like, Casey, really? 33 as I say this, thanks guys for hitting the like button. Do I really need to go read a book? Because for the intuitives and the psychics, or those that are, whatever you want to call it, those that know things before they know, the seers, you're called to things that normally, but that's your happiness now. And now that you've had the heartbreak or the shit that fell apart in your life, you're able to connect with you. So now your soul's like, hey, don't you remember? I'm fun too. because you have to put this away, you know, because you can't have imaginary friends, or it's not cool to have a boogeyman under the bed, or, you know, spirits play with kids in different ways, you know, it's energy. And they can shapeshift or transform, but I feel like the person that, or, you know, the people I'm talking to, I don't think you ever really grew up. I think you probably, you did, you know, and that part of you got hurt, but I think your soul's like this. It's vibrant. It's pure. It's curious. You might learn and then fail and then learn, and you question all of your morals, your values, your belief systems, and then none of your belief systems are making sense. Like, you've been on a journey. What is it all for? You know, this could be a collection of souls that you've lost, people that you've loved. The only thing that got you through it, you know, what broke your heart's the one thing that brings you back. You see the miracles, the energy, because now that energy is back in energy, and it's called to you because you are of that same energy. You can communicate with it. I think everybody can be a medium. I do. Some just a little bit stronger than others. I know that I am Pleiadian, so I know that I have super sensory, energetic, emotional intelligence. I can sense you guys through the phones. I can feel somebody's heart beating, like somebody just got nervous, or like butterflies. You know, I can feel that. And I'm going to say right now at the end of this read, I can feel it in somebody's chest. And if this person's meant to see this, they will. But I'm going to use my light language, and I'm just going to call that off the collective energy. So if you guys want to stick around for that, you can. All right. I meant to write down the order, and I didn't timestamp any of these. So if I have a mod that wants to timestamp, I've never done on all signs. I'm going to start with Aries. And I'm just going to telepathically, you know, communicate, you know, receive messages. It'll be for you. It'll just be whatever comes out is what's coming out. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Robert. Hot Rod, I love you. Thank you guys for hitting the like and subscribe button. Mark. Hee, me feel yours. Was that your heart pounding, mate? Did your heart do a thump thump? Our hearts are so powerful. They're our generator for our energy, you know. When it's not connected, or we're not getting all the circuits, you know, I look at it as like, and when they show me in the energy body, like you guys have seen like that energetic body, that guy that's like lightning, right? How we see, that's how they show me, and that's how I read energy. It's electricity for me, and I can just see the way it glows, or I can feel, or spirit, you know, God will show me something I've been through. And Lord have mercy. I have been through the gates of hell. I've kicked those motherfuckers in, and I said, God, fucking let's tango. And sometimes my ass was in way over my fucking head. But I learned quick. I got fucking wise from fear. I got so wise from fear. And not knowing, but I couldn't stop fucking with it. I'm like, okay, so is it magic? Is it energy? You know, and then it would fuck with me back. It's like flubber, you know, when it comes around and kind of gets you. But it's you know what I mean? It's like, I was fucking with me the whole time. You know, but I open up, we are energy portals. Some a lot more than others. And this is a channeled message, by the way. Some of us are walking portals. Bill and I were talking. Bill's like, you know, I seen some shit. And, you know, we talk about that here. A lot of you are going to start seeing energy, vortexes. It could look like sacred geometry. For those of you that have done psilocybin or have tripped, you know what it's like looking through a kaleidoscope. You know, you see energy, colors around certain people. We all have our own colors, our own frequency. You know what I mean? And it's like, if I told you we naturally are conditioned to perceive and to receive our messages like that, that's our natural state of being. But we eat and have been fed and live on a manipulated frequency at this time that we are now ascending from, and we're in it. We're just going to bring the light in so that free, you know what I mean? the soul's calling just comes online and everybody starts listening to that nudge, because listening to everybody else has gotten us, well, right back to where we started, on a self-exploration journey. So this time I think I'm going to listen to myself, my soul's calling. You know, we can't always trust others because people can be manipulated by other energies. There are walking sorcerers. There are people that can walk and make a dress fly up so they can see under, you know, see the panties. That is a real thing. That shit exists. People that manipulate sexual energy, or they do. And I'm just going to tell you that. A lot of us, and when you learn how to work with your own energy, and I feel like I am talking to somebody who's very tapped into their sexual energy or into that healing. So I feel like there's a sexual healer here, you know, or teaches about tuning into that, because that's a very powerful it's just an energy. I don't know. I'm hearing red rock. So when I think about that sacral energy, red rock, and Arizona, I went from Phoenix, Arizona, all the way to Tacoma, Philadelphia, Atlanta, LA, Northern California, where the girls are, what is it, warmer? Keep on rocking me, baby. Baby, keep on rocking me, baby. Hi, Constance. When I was in the crystal shop the other day, a man was in there looking for a shapeshifter book. Oh my gosh. To gain knowledge about shape-shifting into an animal. I know, and people are like, he's fucking crazy. No, let me just tell you. I watched my dog go from a little boy back into a dog. I've seen it. It's portals. Some people just can't see the energy. Doctor Strange. I'll be in my kitchen. If I feel bad energy or I feel something's out of balance, it's like the way that I'll be in there looking like Jackie Chan, just moving shit, fucking doing, you know, and connecting completely to my starseed family. I'm completely in it's like this rainbow fucking fire electricity that just goes through my body. And I'll just sweep energetically through the whole house, every fiber of the wood, everything. Like my mind breaks it down like that, and it's like I speak life into it. I put it on a new frequency. You know what I mean? That it vibrates. The house doesn't settle as fast. Things are working together. You know what I mean? When you're always stomping down the fucking halls because you're in a shitty goddamn mood, Carol. Every day you be in a bad mood. And this rickety old shack fucker's falling quick and apart faster than you doesn't dare know. Yeah, because there's a lot of hate, fee, fi, fo, fumming it up and down that mother... You know, they can hear us next door, then pop down back there. You know? And you move out of that energy and you finally get your own space and you sit back and it's like, whew. It's nice. You know, your shit lasts longer because you're conscious of yourself and, you know, you're gentle. You're observant, you're slow, because some of us are, well, we're like in a different time and dimension. So I'll be like, oh, it's a squirrel. Butterfly. What did you say? Yeah, huge shift. I seen it in the clouds. Yeah, some of that energy that, even when I talk to you guys right now, it's like that energy that sneaks past boundaries. You know what I mean? It attaches itself at the core of it's like an energetic vessel. I can feel it. And it's like down. If somebody is hurting in your in your left part of your back, so I can feel it like in my bones, seated in my cavity right there. And if that's been aching and at the bottom of your spine, like I can feel your energy right now. And that energy stores down there. Some of you have a longer tailbone than normal. And I see somebody who did fall on the ice or fuck their ass up. You know what I mean? They took one fall and that shit ain't been right since. And you know me on this channel, Lord help me, I'm just working here. So take that as you will. Yeah. Guys are always like, let me shove it in your, I'm gonna shove it in your ass. Do you want it in your ass? You know what I mean? We're not in the ass shoving energy anymore. And I'm just keeping it real. You know? Fuck. If you can rub this shit from where you're standing with a magical sorcerer stick or whatever it is that you do, and then open a portal off of planet bullshit, you know, I'm in. I won't pack a bag. Do I need to pack a bag? You know, I'm in. Cool. But if not, no. I'm hearing that song, to a woman so heartless. How can you be so Dr. Evil? You're bringing out a side of me that I don't know. Not knowing what's right or wrong. Why do you always be so mad at me for? Homie, I don't know. I'm hot then cold. What is it? This is white girl rapping, alright? Who was that? And Kanye West. Dude, that motherfucker, I don't know what he tripped on that fucking blew his mind wide open, but I want some. World can't. That's how Jesus came into the world. They're like, you're fucking crazy. That's exactly how Jesus felt. Like, I don't know what, I don't give a fuck what cult and shit. I'm just saying, whatever he tapped into, it's there. You know what I mean? He some motherfuckers know it and some can hold that energy. Some are just, you know, like Keanu Reeves. Ugh. That man, woo. His soul's beautiful. And he can manifest that archangel energy. You know, he's just the Christ energy in its truest form from the heart space. Very connected. We'd say this definitely isn't Keanu Reeves' first lifetime. Okay. I'm going to start off with, can somebody, one of my mods, keep me in track and do timestamps for me? I'm going to start off with Aries. Fuck it. I'm just going to, yeah. I'll do fire signs. And then air signs after that. First time I've ever done this, so whatever comes through, whatever energy's in here, anybody who has an intent, what comes out, comes out. May be for you, may not be for you. For those of you that just, you know, this is ASMR, sorry if I get loud. I know I listen to other readers when I fall asleep. Fuck, sometimes I listen to myself fall asleep. I don't know, there's something about some people's voices that I like, you know. Plus, you know, the subconscious is always absorbing energy, always absorbing energy. It is. Well, because it's communication. And it stores it. Everything you've ever seen, looked at, touched, felt, tasted, it fucking knows everything. When you were sleeping and your ass farted and you didn't know you fucking farted, your subconscious knew you farted. It retains energy, you know what I mean? So it stores it all. And sometimes, you know, when we start to go through this update of the way of thinking, that old shit comes to the forefront. Could come in dreams or sudden realizations, and you'll be like looking at it like, this doesn't feel right, and I really don't think I vibrate at that level anymore. Okay, for Aries, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels of the highest bright light. I love you guys. I'm glad to be in this energy. My intention's always for the highest good. I get on here and I know that there's things that when you tap into the universe, it's not really what somebody's saying. It's the message that is, you're communicating with the universe through other people. The universe can't just, you know, I mean, it could. But there's so much of it, and it's in everyone, and that's the point of connecting. So you can experience the universe. I know people get this connection to me, you know, because I carry an energy, well, that's you. What you've been looking for, you know, you're drawn to it. The mystery in it, you know. So if this energy comes back for you guys, you know, just to take another glance at from that subconscious, if we're thinking about it on that level of the psyche or the mind or the remembrances or limerence of energy. Where the fuck am I going to put this thing? I got so much shit going on, man. Aries, you got a lot of shit going on. And I feel like, okay, we're going to get going. Please guard the gates as I channel these messages for the highest good. Aries, What Aries needs to know at this time for collective energy, psychic intuitive messages. Ya se que te dará paz de duro tu te te se que dará papa ye se que te dará te que te obey se te que se que te Holy Spirit, holy angels, benevolent beings, star ancestors, being ancient wisdom and knowledge within, I call on you now. May the intention be set for the highest good. May I be a conduit and a vessel to bring messages of enlightenment for those that are working simultaneously with the consciousness within the universe and aren't stuck in a paradigm of religion, spirituality, free thinkers, because the soul's coming through, you know. And that's what it feels like, Aries, you know. Okay, so Aries, here we go. What does Aries need? You know. There's an Aries here that wants to just let go. Let go of everything. You know, like I don't even care anymore. I want anything than what I have been experiencing. And it feels like just other people's heaviness, other people's projections. If it's within the home, it feels like, you know, if it's within the home, it just feels like if you go to work, you come home, it's there. And you realize, like, because seeing the crystals, you could be curious about working with energy, or curious about, somebody here is curious about occult or working with the occult. You know, you could be working with crystals. You could know how to manipulate the energy of crystals. And somehow you know simultaneously how that works off a power grid of a human being's electromagnetic waves. Predestined determinations. So, like earlier I said, Aries, that you can gather all, you know, even if you want to go learn something, you don't really have to go learn anything. The ad comes on, you know. Some of you feel like, I'm hearing, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Some of you could feel watched, you know, or just like this eerie feeling of something lingering or irritant or just constant, you know what I mean? And I hope for the person that, you know, is hearing this, that resonates with this, if you are feeling unhealed and you're being called to do occult things, okay, a coven or whatever this little group is, whatever this is that you're working with or seems cool, or you found something out, I want to tell you that energy that you're working with expects a lot, and it takes a lot. It takes from your physical body. It absorbs your light. It takes over your capacity, your brain, your thoughts. You might see something in the beginning of working with this or feel powerful. I think that's what it is. You feed the ego. So if you're in an unhealed state and you're experiencing like even states of rage, I want to say, be careful what you talk about or what you aim things towards. You know, well, I want to say for some of you too, what's done in the light comes, wow, my crown chakra is just going off. Like if you're fucking with somebody who's intuitive or you're this intuitive person, I want to say you skipped a step. You know, put this as somebody skipped a step on masking or sorcering or a fucking loophole. I heard it. It's a fucking loophole. Fuck. You know, somebody's fucking pissed. And it's like, how? Because they could be very wise. Like, you could be, even on a soul level, they know you guys are different, okay? This is a very specific message. If you suspect that somebody dabbles in magic, You've heard them talk about it. They wear the clothes, the jewels, and this person has I'm going to say a black heart because I can see black smoke going over the heart. So this person's heart, they have this inability to feel, but they crave that power. So when that energy gets to attach onto their body, right, with whatever they're working with, because intention's everything. And I don't think their intention is, if it's a come to me spell or a chaos, you know, little did you know, I'm an ancient holder of chaos. I'm the energy that fucking chaos was created for. Like, that's me, you know what I mean? So a modern day witch throws shit at somebody who's like galactic, every sense goes, you know what I mean? It's just two different. It's like putting a VHS in a motherfucking USB cord. You know, it doesn't go. HDMI cord. I don't even know what shit's connected to anymore. And that's how, you know, if I'm just gonna say it's energy. If you're here fucking with somebody, it's intuition, who could be considered a crystal child, indigo. Work through the crystalline grid, do energy healing. And I want to say it's not that some of you are practicing, and you're young, okay? They see you as young in this because, like I said, they're tapped into an energy. You are connected to the stars. You are connected to ancient wisdom. All the different layers of realities. You know what I mean? You are the master of programming what frequency you attune out, what you want to see, what you want to hear, and what messages you're trying to get. You could ask about Joe Schmo's grandma and tune into a radio station and, you know, just wait for the thought to come. You'll see it. You'll look over to get a cup of coffee, and there on a napkin is the one word that, you know, when you're firm in your connection with spirit, however you guys look at it, the universe, your spirit guides, me, it's my higher self. It's a power that I'm connected to. I'm a fragment of that. I just open up that bandwidth so I can receive more of that refracted light down into one, that's seeding the higher self. So that ancient wisdom within me comes online. It's like, okay, I might not be familiar with this because I'm awakening, you know, but that's the one thing that fucking sets your ass off. So you might have gotten set off by somebody fucking with your energy. But they admire you. This person might really, you just might really fucking piss somebody off because you are younger, but the way that they work with energy and the way that you do, they're different. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. It's two different energies, and we're talking about energies and intention and the soul and how deeply awakened and connected. And it's like anything that triggers, or like, you know how volcanoes start, something, you know, erupts on those tectonic plates, two motherfucking things that shouldn't be being touched or messed with. They kind of, ooh. Well, guess what? That's how the last Earth didn't exist anymore, and it feels like that energy is like pushing the fucking line to wake something that they're gonna have to feed. You know, and I think they were somebody here was hoping and banking on your energy. You were like a lucky charm, you know. Other than the fact that you probably shone a little bit brighter than this person, and that could, in some ways, it's not even that you could probably not even dress up or be that person. You just have, you got good energy. Your aura's big. And I want to say, I'm hearing you're fucking hot. You know, I'm hearing that you're fucking hot. The way you dress, you know, you like your nice clean t-shirt and your shoes, you know, the way that you are. You just have your own style, the way you wear your hat, your belt, you know, you have your own way. And you're just like, do, you know, no fucks given in such a way. But I feel like your naivety has gone to wisdom. That ancient wisdom is awoken in you through that fear of like, what the fuck did I just go against? Spiritually, like, what am I up against? I'm tired every day when I wake up. So tell me more about Aries energy. We've got the Ten of Cups here. I know something you don't know. If you wished for your family, if you wish to connect with your star seeds or your family in heaven, or to open up this communication with them, I want to tell you that this is already happening. You just haven't heard it audibly yet, and I just seen an orb fly right in front of my face. Another one. It's coming in wisps, but it is getting stronger. And there is something here about color. So they're saying that you're going to see this manifest in a physical form. It could look like waves to you, or if you close your eyes and you just look at a white wall, you're going to, that's the way your soul recognizes, I'm going to say the Almighty, because somebody uses that word, the Almighty. It's not, it's intelligence. Anything outside of the Christ, the consciousness, the main source, the highest vibrational frequency, the all remembrance, the books, the end all be all, the colossal of clouds, the great Bambino, the book of life, the Akash. I mean, it's written in all of us. It's a never-ending story. You couldn't wipe the fucker out if you wanted to. It just upgrades. It's stored. It's in the memory bank. It can always come back online because it can always be traveled. Some lose the privilege to come and create on certain timelines. So I want to talk about that. Somebody missed something here. If you're attacking at Aries, or you're in this energy, because it feels scorpionic too. It feels very Marsy. I want to say you have another thing coming. You're going to see the real power of God. You're going to see the real, I want to say bitch slap. You didn't seal something up. You didn't close something off, and other things are now coming through. I heard it's coming for your pockets. Because whether or not it attaches that energy to your finances, because it's how you reverberate off. Thank you, Sky Key. I appreciate that. Moonbeams. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you guys in every way you support the channel. Just listening, hitting the like button. This is such a beautiful channel and space to come and communicate with other people. You know, and that's the other thing about this Aries energy. It's colorful. It's light. It's like you're open to other things that other things just aren't. Your ability to change and move forward. You could manifest so fast. You could be like one of the most, so fucking natural at manifesting. Some of you are working directly with your higher self. Like I see this huge galactic, like warrior-esque type spirit. I heard no fucks given. You know, she's fierce, and you carry, what she's saying is like you carry this energy that I'm feeling, okay? She's saying you carry this in your DNA. Legends are never, heroes are remembered. Legends are never forgotten. Or how does that go? Legends live forever. Fuck, I messed that up. You know, it's been a minute since some of you have been in this hero energy, and it's like, yeah, it's your energy all along. All this energy you were giving out to other people by over-loving them. Especially if your energy was blocked on like your intuition on them doing shit behind your back, I want to say yeah. I want to say some people were in and out of that energy. Some people were manipulating. Like just as you're walking in, the other person's walking out. They could block your intuition by sex appeal. I talked about somebody being able to rub the clit from across the room. This motherfucker could be like a secret sorcerer that does shit like that. I mean, you could be fucking a bad boy, a biker, somebody who, whatever they fuck with, that little come get me, some fucking pussy. And I'm just channeling this energy because this is not my normal verbiage, so I'm in this. It feels like you got the fuck out. You got the fuck out in time. I want to say that. You got out of that energy. You don't even know what the fuck they were fucking with. I feel like some of them were calling on like satanic, Dark Lord. I told you that fucking Marsy, fire, regret. You know, they don't even fucking regret. They got no fucks given. Like I said, this energy you've been up against is like, fuck, I'll tear your walls down. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. That's what I'm hearing. It's like somebody's like, fuck, no matter what. They keep seeing you move forward. You got the Knight of Pentacles out here. They see that you could have left with literally, thank God the one thing I left with out of everything was my soul attached, right, Aries? My soul is attached. At least I had that intact, and that fucker's even lingering on the outside of the physical vessel. Like, I don't know, man, how much more of this, I can take. don't know what to do. It helped you so much to dig in your spirituality and find out who you are, whether it's spiritual or not. Self-awareness, intuitive cognizance, like, what do I want? A lot of reprogramming for you, Aries. A lot of really calling in what matters. You want to be around people that are aware and people that are awake, not people that you think are aware and awake that really mask that behind probably even your own energy in some ways. So, anything else for Aries here? Some of you've got a lot of money coming in. If you are, it feels like some of you are being prospected for a job, and that's funny, that should come out, but it's like whatever this is brings in your ultimate happiness, Aries. Because if you follow your passions, you follow your heart. You stay in that energy of, I'm going to walk away. I might not understand everything right now, and I don't think I need to. I think the most important part about healing is learning to listen to myself, and when these old thoughts, you know, with the Eight of Swords that came out down here, these old thoughts that try to come in, maybe it's in your physical appearance, the way you look at yourself, the way you perceive yourself. Maybe you feel like you're getting older. Maybe you feel like, you know, you have kids, a lot of kids, and who's going to want to be with me? Or maybe people could think you're crazy because you're just spiritual, or you're more awakened, and sometimes it's hard to connect. Sometimes we put that out there like, wow, because we can never. You can try to go back to sleep. You'd be one irritated motherfucker that universe would be. I mean, every time the ice fell in the fucking fridge, you'd be like, you know, that's a sign from spirits. Like, fucking get on your path. The justice is out here. Some of you, your court cases, I want to tell you, like, if you lost a job in something that was unjust where you can afford finances, I feel like you get the back pay. Some of you are going to get that unemployment. Some of you are going to get a stimulus check. And for others of you, I feel like somebody gets a payout in some way and you get paid back. You finally get that money back that you borrowed somebody. If you have money coming in the courts, it feels like, or something that was really going to, I heard, rack my balls. Forgive my French. It's fair. It's going to be just. It'll be balanced out. And that both, it feels like it'll be a win-win. Some of you, if you guys have mediation, I feel like there's an opportunity where everything can be just and fair. For some of you, you do need mediation, and I think both of you, in whatever dynamic this is, work, whatever this soul came in to have this experience with you in, whatever's affected and disrupted your life, or felt like dark energy, or felt like, you know, behind every time I turn around, it's fucking something else. The car, the tire, you know, my key, losing my keys, late for work, don't have enough money for fuel, my phone's gonna shut off in a few days, you know, I'm trying to make ends meet, I don't feel good, you know, and all that energy is just attacking you. And a lot of it is that you're super empath, you know, you're just trying to figure out where you belong, Aries. It feels like you're just trying to figure out what makes you happy, where do you want to be. Maybe some of you, you know, I feel like some of you, you're going to get your sex appeal back. Your money is going to be on point. Aries, there's somebody looking at you like you have done just fine on your own, or they can see with whatever that you are working on. Yeah, somebody out here wants to come in and make a move, or I'm getting blushy, but somebody's making a move. It feels like somebody is sincere about what you do for a living or how you earn your money. They see that you're a just, fair person in the way that you think and the way that you, it's like your thoughts might help their thoughts cultivate. They could see that you went through some hard things in life, but they like the depth that it's created within you. You know, you bring something out in them. But I also feel like this is somebody who has transformed in a different way, in their own, maybe it's not as spiritual as you, because I feel like, Aries, I'm talking to somebody who's very connected to the Christ, somebody who's very much in that energy of wisdom and knowledge. You know, I call on love, I call on the angels. You could be somebody who constantly sends out love for humanity, the poor, the sick. You know, you could just visualize putting love over the whole globe. You could just be very intentional, because probably you've been left to feel like poop. You know, left behind, and in that left behind, you're like, you know, that little girl or little boy of you comes back online. It's like, I remember something magical about this. I remember this feeling, whether it's a tingle, you get nervous, or you get that little tickle like somebody touches you, but nobody's there, and you just asked. You know, people are like, don't conjure spirits, but you can ask the universe to send you anything. God, ask and ye shall receive. For those of you that are Bible thumpers that are gonna, so you're telling me you knew what he meant by that? Seek and you will find. Feels like, Aries, you've been on a trip of figuring out who you are, what is your energy and what's not. I want to say that you have a new set of friends that are coming in, Aries. Friends that are going to see your worth. They're going to come alongside you. They're not going to take from you, borrow from you, or, you know what I mean, bleed you dry. They're going to breathe life back into you too. Feels like there's some creative things you guys might do. It feels like some fun times. It feels like you guys are going to be able to joke about this stuff that was hard, you know, and this, you know, in a mood of enlightenment. Some of you are going to go to the beach and have this travel. Some of you are communicating telepathically, or however this is, through airwaves, or you just know when somebody's thinking about you. It's like somebody could be on your mind all the time, Aries, all the time. You just feel very connected to somebody in that way. You have gratitude that comes out. Be grateful for every moment. Keep a heart of gratitude. Aries, you're getting insight right now on in what direction of your life you want to move. And I think you've always put other people before you. That you've noticed where it's bled your pockets dry, your finances, your mental capacity, your mental health, your state of being. I'm reading for all signs. Solstice says, who is Aries? Who the fuck is Aries? Collaboration, yeah. Maybe somebody doesn't even remember energy, but you've got the insight, like, who the fuck is that? And you're like, damn. You know, there could be something about you that stands out to these people. If you are getting asked for a job or an interview, like, this is the one. This is different. This could be I want to say undercover for some of you. Like, this is a top secret. It's just not supposed to be talked about. It's like militia, but it's for good causes. It's some of you are joining something in because your wisdom and your knowledge is needed. You harness the energy, and you can move and manipulate things in a pure way. You generate a very unique energy that's needed through crystals, portals, and openings. You have ability to bring something back online for the greater good. Feels like you're going to be questionable about this, though, for deception. So you could be really getting tested on your discernment and the mental. You could be thinking you're psychically attacked, but remember to breathe and just focus through the thoughts. Allow them to come and to go, and just know what's attached in energy. Oh, I only felt like that when I was in that situation. Say, you know what, that thought no longer resonates with me. I cut that out. Call Archangel Michael. Let's get rid of that thought and bring in light. The truth of the situation is, I am present in this moment, and I am being. I bring light into that situation, and I move that dark energy off of me and out of my energy so that I can rotate and move energetically in the way that my body feels good. I feel in alignment, you know, with the things, and my day go easily. Self-awareness. Nurture others and also nurture yourself. The more that you nurture others in a way that you have healthy boundaries, the more the true people are going to move in that want to collaborate with you. This is a test for you right now, Aries, to see what kind of boundaries you're going to hold yourself to. You know, are you going to go back to the old energies, and it'll resonate, but you just won't be on that level anymore. Like I said, once you wake up, you can't go back to sleep. All right. Aries, if somebody's been fucking with your energy, I feel like there's an end to that in some situation. Somebody could, I am hearing the terms turn up dead, you know? Go missing. I'm hearing go missing, you know? Some of you have, I wanted to say, a lot of money coming in over a discovery. Whatever this discovery you have, you could be an intuitive psychic, you could be a police officer, you could have been staking something out or watching something for a long time, watching things evolve. You could be like a master of, a master of interpreting energy, twitches, defects within the body. It's almost like you can tap into the mind that made the body and what reactions it has in certain energies, any malfunctions. I'm talking, this is in the quantum field. You could be working with that right now. How the mind and everything meets on a certain playing field. Some of you are scientists, you're fucking brilliant, man. I want to say have gratitude for everything that comes to you, and more money comes out. So the choices, it's just choosing you. It's just choosing this energy. It's choosing to be free. It's choosing to connect. You could have a lot of people admire your beauty, and you're stunning. You're peaceful. You're funny. People probably don't think you're as funny as you are. You could be quiet, and then when you get cracking, you really get cracking, you know. So Aries, I like that energy. It's like all the focus is on your money and growing a solid foundation for your family and connecting with your spirituality. It's like your spirituality, you know, that's going to provide all of that for you as you stay on your path to enlightenment. You stay on that path to melding with yourself. If some of you that are having this telepathic communication and who do see in the unseen realm and who are connected in that way, star seeds, know that you're home, ET phone home, that there's another place outside of here. Yeah, you have those connections. Some of you are working with them on ships at night when you're sleeping. They're working with your body. Sometimes they just, the food that you take, they do biopsies on it and see how it's affecting you alchemically, I'm hearing. And then those things within your body get upgraded. It gets reprogrammed in a way so it won't affect you in that way specifically, because in a way, like I said, you harness a lot of energy. Perhaps you open portals for, I'm hearing neuroscience. So it's like neural pathways. I'm feeling compressed, so like I'm going through a wormhole or I feel like I'm being compressed, like I'm going through an energetic tube, like I'm on like a Marvel show, like, you know, the energetic tubes, and I'm going. Somebody has knowledge of this or wisdom of this or will, and that's what creates this abundance. But yeah, it's something about the compression or the pressure's too much. It's like when you go underwater too deep, that's what I was feeling like in a capsule, time capsule, but it's preserving DNA. So yeah, some of you are whizzes, some of you, oh my gosh. You'll have all the discernment you need. You have all the encouragement from the universe. Just let it flow, let these creative thoughts come in. If you get this new job or this, like, things are going to set off in your life that you normally wouldn't do, but it's going to create this change. I want to say the universe just... the universe loves you so much, and it's going to work through people, show up, manifest through other people, because it's the universe. You know, if you ask in all the spirituality, I want to see something, you know. I want to focus on me. I'm going to love me, and you could see things slowly start to trickle in for your finances, Aries. Slowly trickling in for your finances. I don't think love's the biggest thing on your mind right now. For who and what I'm picking up on, it feels like this is somebody who's ready to get back in the game, somebody who's self-focused. I want to feel what it feels like to be me, to run, jump, skip, feel vibrant, feel enthusiastic, connected. I want to do something that maybe everybody, you know, doesn't approve of. I feel like you're a rule breaker. You know, you don't fall in line, and thank God for your soul being here, because we need more of that. So I want to tell you, don't change for anybody. Don't allow other people's ideas of what you grow or how you think or how you cultivate, or if I'm talking to a medium, somebody who talks to past on loved ones, or you're intuitive, or you talk about ships or galactic communications or portals that you've seen, I'm going to tell you, it don't matter. What come hell or motherfucking high water, I heard right now in that. Some of you have been too nice too long, and you need to stop taking some people's shit. You know, it's not just about being benevolent, but it's also, you're not a little bitch either. You know what? I want to say that. You could be one of the, you probably could have chilled your jets. You could have whooped some ass, the Aries I'm talking to. Whooped some ass. But you went all intuition. Like, if they only knew the thug I was back in the day, I heard, I would knock that mother... I hear it. And, you know, and your spirit, I want to say that galactic warrior spirit that I feel, that energy's in that now. But you know how to alchemize it through your enlightened self. So you can bitch slap a motherfucker with your energy. Like when you pray towards them, man, send that light. You know what? Send them love. You know? That's, you know, I know a lot of people are like, well, no, don't do that. No, I do. If their darkness shows me in something, then when I send them love and light, it's just as irritating. You know what I mean? And some of them go back to the light. Some of those energies are like, man, that feels so good. And then they hang out with you because they're monitoring spirits or attached in some ways. And they like this enlightenment. Actually, think, guys, I'm dipping. I don't want to live out here in the shack anymore. Intuition. Some of you could know that you might be helping spirits pass to the other side. You know what I mean? People that are trapped in houses, people that are communicating with you, calling out. You know, you can call an Archangel Michael and say, hey, Archangel Michael, I have a soul that would like to go to the other side. And ask this soul, hey, you know, if you are ready to go to the light, call back all of your energy from anybody that you've touched in this lifetime, anybody you've been harvested on, or anywhere it's seated in a house, an old crickety door, whatever it is that you do that irritates or manifests in a place that scares people. Pull that shit out of those spaces, and then Archangel Michael will take you on your way. I've used this modality. It works. Like I said, my daughter was super ill today. When I got home, face was white, fever, puking all night. I got home this morning and I said, okay, we're going to do something. I'm going to do Reiki over you, you know. I don't want to call it Reiki because it's not. It's my own style of energy weaving. It's my own way of, it's just a piece of my starseed. It's a piece of who I am and what the energy that and I'm just learning it. So I called all that off. I opened up the portal with Michael. We threw out all that energy. We replaced that space within with love, light, color, nourishment. We called back our energy, so we identified it. We shed some emotions through that, so all that energy is moving, and from the crown to the bottom of the feet, and we call back our birthright, our energy. That's our power to manifest. That's being eaten off of. You know, that's what the free energy is. We've been free energy this whole time. We gotta call back that power. So right after, and I got really sweaty, you know, and I called in because she more resonates with Jesus, because you know her dad's like, those tarot cards, she worships the devil. So my kids have been played back and forth, you know what I mean, as far as that. But they make up their own mind. They do their own thing. They know what's real. And my daughter sat up and she goes, Mom, my neck doesn't hurt, my head doesn't hurt, it's gone. And she was hurt. I'm talking curled up, crying. I was going to take the emergency room, and I said, you know what, I'm going to try something. I said, I know this might be a little weird because I know I keep my spiritual stuff, you know. They know, but I've never done that. Not while they're awake. You know, I'll clear the space in the room and stuff, but close that back out, and I filled that with the Christ love, and just, you know, a lot of that energy came through her phone, you know, and was storing in the bottom of her stomach right here and back behind her heart, and it was attaching to the top of her crown, trying to, you know, that energy likes to get in there, and because that's how it absorbs the emotion. Every time she has a fearful thought or it makes her anxious or anxiety, her body has this emotion and it produces this chemical, we all do, that's where that energy, it gets the heart pumping, right, and it feeds. Because that's how the only way it can stay, and it's only at that level of fear can energy attach to us. Hi Joshua, hi Rana. The love of a mother is powerful. Yeah, and my daughter, she's like, and she knows miracle. Because I to them it's tongues, right? Because they're people in their church, and I used to go to church and all that. I love Christ, but I'm those programs and paradigms and then that propaganda doesn't, I sliced through that a while ago, you know. I don't have to separate myself to fit. I'm already a piece of the universe experiencing this life. I want it in its wholeness. I want my power to create in its wholeness. We all do. And that's basically what we do, is we call back our power from shit, that old beliefs like we can have values, be a good person. People treat us like shit. You know, we learn to move away from those type of people. We vibrate at a different level. We're all learning. It's an ascension process. Some people need to get knocked in their fucking teeth, Aries, and it feels like some of you are at that point where you just want to, don't do it. You know what I mean? You do that spiritually as you grow and ascend, and that could be really chopping somebody's ass, because like I said, if you've been attacked spiritually, it feels like, Aries, you have new coming in, working with new energy. you know, new things that are coming into your life that are going to feel, you're going to admire this person. They're going to be calm and gentle. They're not going to be your average. There's going to be a difference. There's a difference in this energy, and it's subtle. It's calm, and you get to be you in it. And this could be an energy that manifests around you. You could be calling this in. I want to say don't be so blocked and so guarded. You know what I mean? You've been through war. Okay. You're strong. Trust your senses now. Sometimes we got to come out of the bubble to go hunt. I want to say, you know, we got to get out. And it's always an opportunity to look at the thoughts that come into our head in a different way. What are we carrying around? Let them come, let them flow, let them flow, let them flow. You don't have to pick any of them. You know, you pick the thoughts you want to see manifest in your life. Today's going to be a great day. You know, I'm not going to think about bills today or the stuff of the past. I can't change it today, but I can ask about it. Hey, God, can I get this block off my finances so I can move forward? You know, 222 comes out for you guys, Aries. Balance. Now is the time to take inventory of your feelings. Are there any feelings of imbalance or persistence? Resistance. The divine whispers are here to remind you that alignment that you seek also seeks you. Breathe, rest, and rest. A lot of rest is needed. What fuels your affirmation? What feels peaceful and calm easily finds me as I restore the balance within me. So it's really a lot about coming back to you and getting back in control of the mental and the psyche. All right, Aries, that's what I have for you. If somebody wants to time stamp the end of that. That went a little bit longer than I thought. They might not all be that long. They might. I don't know. This is the first time I've done all signs like this. Normally I just read for the collective, but I'm going to try new things. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. Thank you, mods, for being on here. You guys are so wonderful to me. All right, let's go, Leo. Ooh. I want to say, this feels like Leo rising. I'm hearing Pluto, Saturn, Sarah, Miami, Tiffany. I heard your name. Micah, Marilyn. I'm going on a boat. I bought the tickets. What's on sale? We should go tomorrow. Today is the day. Mark Jacobs, Joshua 1:9, Philippians, Preacher's Daughter. Good news. Good news about balance that comes in for you. Very different energy. Wow. You can be very intuitive, very in tune with yourself and your needs at this time. Some of you are exploring your own sexuality with yourself or tantric stuff in that way. You're moving energy. I want to say if you're doing energy work in that way, I'm going to tell you it is working. Sometimes, you know, a lot of people are like abstinence. There's power within your own stuff. Think about that new car and that new house. I'm just joking as you screenshot it right before you get ready to, and sometimes it's not, and I'm hearing it's not even about, we're all adults, so this is just what's coming out. There's some sexual energy that I'm picking up on. It's good, it's clean, it's pure. An ad comes on, you know, some disruption. You could never get time probably, the Leo that I'm talking about, to rub one out or to do something. I don't know why it comes out like that. So sexual energy is prominent here. You could be trying to find balance also right now. Some of you are abstaining from sex because maybe there was something out of balance there. Maybe it's time for you to go back within and really not share your energy with anybody. With the Seven of Swords out here, the Hermit, and the Two of Pentacles, it feels like, it's going to take some strength for you. I heard to get up off your knees, whatever that means. Your shit's out of balance. It's like for the Aries, the Leo that I'm talking to, Leo, you could be with somebody, or dealing with somebody who's prominent in that energy. You could be all about appearance, how somebody looks, how somebody is, and that could have gotten you in a world of hurt. Not all that glitters is gold. getting off that subject, when balance comes out here, justice comes out here as well with this hermiting. What some of you in this energy, you need to have the courage to do the right thing. You need to have the courage to speak up, because there's something about being oppressed here. There's something about not listening to your higher self, not listening to yourself. And I just keep seeing it. It's like you could be so fucking mad at yourself. Like this is the energy that resonates, that comes up. Or somebody that's in your energy feels like that. So out of balance. I heard it, so out of balance without you. I'm out of balance without you. You were my strength. You were so fucking beautiful and strong and unique, and I wanted to break it. I don't know why, because I felt less about myself. I felt less, and I just see, and my face is itching, and it's like somebody's ancestors or spirit guides are really around this person, helping them heal. If this is wow, so many people I listen to, it ruined everything. I just keep hearing that. I listen to so many people, instead of following my gut. It was there. It is like this person could, they did not follow their intuition. They didn't have the strength, because they always had to look. They did not want to go with what they wanted to go with, the gander, not the goose. I want to say all the signs were there. I want to say forever this is, all the signs were there. Over the top of that, feels like that gets washed out of the way. New story. Can I just talk about, I have a Leo here that is dead set on healing, finances, their family, and learning how to balance between that over dominating, trying to control issues, or finances, or thoughts of others, or you really try to start going within yourself. It feels like you have the strength to heal. This feels like an organization is helping with this in some ways. This could be, I'm very itchy right now. So when I start itching like that, that's communications or that frequency of passed on loved ones. So it feels like if you've lost people in your family, they're in ways they're feeding you energy, and in your dreams, strength to make it through whatever this is. I want to tell you that you're not alone, and balance is here. It's a power of thought. Very itchy. So I don't know. It feels like if somebody passed away and I see a gown here, like in a hospital gown, or it's like they're with other people on the other side. They want to say that they love you, and they're with other people on the other side, your family or a kid. Hearing Jamaica. Janine. I'm hearing Janine. It's a J. I'm hearing JZ. This person could wear white shirts. This person could have kids, or was a mom that passed away, and left kids behind. I don't know, the dog comes through, and the dog's like, we're all here. I want to say some of you Leos are going to be getting a new animal. Feels like you need a companion. You need something to replace hatred and animosity as you go into this hermit and push everybody away. You follow your own path. You're gonna put what everybody else says, their thoughts in the past, and you're gonna go within. And it's gonna, I don't see the Ten of Swords. I feel like it's gonna take a lot of strength to balance some things out for you Leos. For other of you Leos, you are so connected to who and what you are. Earth, how things move, other people's emotions. You could be pregnant. Some of you are about to pop. Some of you, your hair's gotten so long since you've been pregnant. I just keep hearing that. Tell her about her hair. Tell me about the good old days. Do lovers really fall in love to stay? You know, I'm hearing that old country. Is is something that we say and then forget. Somebody's been listening to that song. I heard the FM radio, whatever comes in, somebody's heart is on fire. It's like somebody's birthing creation, somebody's very connected to their atmosphere, the stars, this new job, this if you have a way that you're working with children or you're working within the earth or the planetary system of like ecosystems or bringing eco-friendly or healthy attributes into this earth, Leo, I want to say that comes out here. For others of you, I feel like if you're pregnant and you've been going through court or unjust things, I feel like your finances, you're going to get the help that you've been looking for. Some of you are going to be grandparents, so congratulations. I see, you know, feel like this is a younger kid. You could feel like this kid's not ready yet, but I think you're going to be surprised because I think the universe brings this relationship in. I want to say it's not like the player in the past, whether this is you or a child. It just feels like, I want to say, you taught this person well. So if you're worried about somebody not using their intuition, I just want to say the universe says they're also teaching you how to use your intuition. Pregnancy does come out. It looks like somebody who's in their teens, you know, or early 20s. You have the strength to get through this pregnancy. I also want to say that. And then I want to say, when I talk about if you're pregnant and you lost your mom, I want to say that your mom is already with that soul before it incarnates. Your mom's becoming like a guardian to this child that comes in, okay? And that brings that justice back in because it's a shared energy that loops back. So if you've had a hard break and you've lost pieces of parts of your family, some of you, I feel like you lost your wife or fiance. Maybe you were boyfriend, girlfriend, but you called each other husband and wife. The boyfriend comes through. I feels like there's a car accident, and I'm also hearing something with I'm seeing lumber, timber, trees. It feels like the tree, it goes into a bit. It's a round tree. It's like somewhere in Oregon or a big tree like that pine, big, or so it has something to do with that. It feels like I don't know if they were hanging in the car. You know, with the hangman out here, it just feels like they want you to look at something different. Sorry, I'm getting a call right now. I want to say this person is communicating with you in auspicious ways. There's something about the microwave or something in the kitchen that keeps like falling off or coming down, Leo. You could be getting paranormal activity a lot. Yeah, I want to say somebody from just that energy is trying to communicate with you and say, hey, I'm still here. Like I have the power. I am in a guardian position to be able to work with you simultaneously through their achievements here on Earth. So it's like they come in and they help you out in some ways, Leo. This could be, you could be so unfamiliar and just a Leo that watches for love readings, and you might, or just to spy on somebody else, you know what I mean, to see what somebody else is up to, and you could actually be learning and growing from something, or like, wow, now I see why, or it's making you use your own intuition on a certain scenario about how to maintain control of your anger and gain your strength back in the stillness. Leo, what else do we have for Leo? Leo, your intuition right now is being blocked on something still, and it has to do with the fact that you might have too many choices, too many balls in the game, too many things going on at once. Feels like you have a lot of shit in a lot of places. You could be distracted by people that come in. I feel like I want to say they're just going to break your heart as this comes out. Feels like somebody just wants to court. Because it feels like it's a sexual tie in some ways, maybe because they know that they can get attention or energy from you. I want to say there's a lot of traffic by your house. There's a lot of driving by. There's something about vehicles, too many vehicles, or somebody's seen something about vehicles, Leo, that comes out for you. There could be an investigator or a cop or some sort, or just an intuitive spiritual person that might know if you're in danger or if you're traveling in the astral realm. I want to say your vessel in your light body. It's like you're getting an upgrade in that, and you're becoming more intuitive how to direct that. That came through pretty prominent. What else do we have out here? Some of you need to get some rest. You really need to get some rest. Put the books down, put the TV down, put the phones down, and slow your mind down. It doesn't always have to be balls to the wall, Leo. It's like everywhere you go, you're just moving, running. It's like, you could be thinking, like, where's the fun and the joy in my life? Where did my spontaneity go? On the other side of that, some of you are like, I feel so free. You know, because you do have the strength. You're in your own energy. I want to say, when you get in your own energy, right, in the stillness of the storm, fuck what everybody, I want to say right now, fuck what everybody thinks. They don't dictate your life. You make the conscious choice of what does feel good, what does feel free, what did feel loving, what did feel connected. This could be out of your life in some ways, Leo, or Leo with, in whatever situation. There's so much heartbreak that just goes back. And if you're somebody that just dates somebody or sleeps around or entertains the ideas or have a lot of traffic at your house, the players out here, you know what I mean, with the player card. If you've lost track of yourself and being a family man or family woman, Leo, it's like you're also like, God's coming in with the bitch slap to slow your ass down, because it's like you need to take some fucking rest and realize what's real and what's not. You need to collect your shit and really get back to the basics of going within. The angels are working over this. It's like you could have a demon and an angel on your shoulder, and you could literally feel like not knowing which one is which anymore. I feel like there's mental anguish for some of you. I feel like for some of you, you could be hospitalized or incarcerated, or your mental health is just really trying to ask you for attention. And it feels like whatever your attention's going to, it's taking the focus off of what's truly important. And it feels like the fact that you can do things by yourself, that you don't need to rely and depend on other people, Leo. Connect back to your intuition. When you listen to yourself and not fucking everybody around you, you're pretty smart. Logic and reason only go so far. When you have a pattern that people know how to manipulate, that is in that step form of logic and reason, people tune into that. Why don't you use your intuition once and actually follow your gut? Because people they know your reaction. What irks you, what pisses you off, what irritates you, what puts you in fear, what makes you, it feels like somebody or energy here likes to play on that, and it might have to do with your money. Maybe you kiss somebody's ass, or somebody kisses your ass, so you don't have to hear them fucking nag, so they'll shut the hell up. And I'm just channeling the energy. You could be really blocked and just want to be the fuck away from everybody right now and go find out who you are. I want to grow my own shit. I actually want to burn this fucking house down, and I don't want any of this shit anymore. I want to fucking disappear. I'm hearing that. I want to fucking disappear. I'm so sick of everybody's shit. Want, need. And I haven't even taken care of myself. And then now you probably have lost your family, people in your life, because, you won't get off your path of trying to follow your own guidance. It feels like there's a lot of light and enlightenment that comes in. You could be trying sound bathing and light healing. It feels like that would be very positive for you to sleep with certain lights on. Whatever it is, you're rolling out of this, and the only thing that's going to get you through this, boo-boo, is your strength and your courage. Remember that you are able to call back your power from the pain. Pain, what is that saying? This is for Leo, by the way, for you guys just getting on. Thank you guys for coming in. My name is Casey. This is my first all signs. Normally I read for the collective, so if you're a Leo, this reading is for you. And I'm just an intuitive reader, a psychic medium, and I just kind of pick up on whatever comes out. So you kind of just, the universe urges you to use your own intuition. If it resonates with certain areas, it's like if somebody else is picking up on a thought and it's coming out here, and you're like, how the fuck? And you're new to this. I feel like somebody's new to watching tarot. I feel like somebody might not understand all of it. But what they do get, it's real because it resonates. It's like, I don't know, you could be breaking somebody's faith down, or in some way your faith is getting broken down, Leo. And this is from looks like a group of poor friends. And when I said poor, I mean I'm talking morals. Like, they leave you when you're down and out, when you're in mental anguish. The devil's out here. The universe is showing you a distinct lesson. We try to help you and bring you to the light, but there's still a tie through certain people that you needed to walk away from. And that's made you very intuitive and a lot stronger to see things coming before it happens, so that you can recognize, fuck that, I'm going to the light. I heard, fuck that, I'm going to the light. It's like somebody could have got set free from some sort of demonic or spiritual connotation or energy gateway portal that was left open them, or somebody has it tied to something else. It's tied to something else. So it's like it funnels out. They're showing me like a plumbing system, how shit runs downhill. So you could be catching other people's slough right now. You could be going through energy that, Leo, that's not even yours. It could just be being sent your way. And it looks like you're going to have a breakthrough. There could be some secrets that are around a situation that was very hard, that has your defenses up, Leo. You could be hoping and praying for the best at this point. I think that's all you can do. Like I said, it feels like somebody's incarcerated, or somebody is in some sort of institution, or done with their job, or in an empty house now, nowhere to go, or somebody's really, Leo, and please don't. I just want to die. Like, I don't want to be here no more for somebody. I fucking don't. I fucking don't. Maybe this earth is better off without me. Maybe people are better off without me when I'm not here. I heard that. Somebody could be at an all-time breaking point. And they're going to have to realize that there's some work to put in. But I feel like the universe is using this as a tool, because it looks like two people are tied here. She's tied to him, and she's working hard too. You could be with somebody who's already awakened, or have, a tie to them in some ways, and this person could get distracted easy, so it feels like the universe is like, okay, if you just want to, meander or not recognize the ties that are intentional or that are there to help you, it feels like that's how this all came about. For other Leos, you're going to have to learn how to work with a diverse group of people or individuals that you might not really like. I'm going to say your ideas and opinions are way fucking different. Because right now I kind of feel like fist fighting. I don't know why, but I was like, part of me is like, let's go, motherfucker. So I feel like there's an angry energy that likes to linger in your energy, Leo. Likes to get you fucking riled up. Bring in those terrible thoughts or people that you've been around. It's like the universe is sharing things with you through intuition. Sharing things with you through intuition. If you're working on this and moving away from those friends, those poor choices, or learning how to protect yourself from other people's thought forms, it feels like stop listening to other people. I want to say that. Stop being a fucking dumbass, I heard. Follow your heart, because some of you are working with archangels and ascended masters. Some of you are just trying to figure out, do I have enough strength to gumption up to fucking move forward? And if I do, I want to go nice and easy. I'm not going to go balls to the wall and whatever this endeavor is, but I feel like some of you really need change. You need a new scenery. It's like you want a whole fucking new life. It's like, if you could go back, I heard, if I could go back and change it, there's so many things I would have done, and I feel like the universe is just nudging you, Leo. Walk your own path. You've always been destined for greatness. It's just sometimes your overthinking gets in the way of you seeing the vision of the universe. You react to every thought because you could say, I'm not, that fighty feeling. Fuck that, I'm not sensitive. But it feels like, probably more than anything, you're oversensitive. And you feel a lot of shit. And you can't fucking handle it. It feels like it gets in your mind and it fucking just, like Chucky with a knife. That shit fucking just, because because you're emotional. You see, because you shut off your emotions. It feels like, Leo, you shut off your emotions so you don't feel. So instead of feeling, that energy has to go somewhere, like a storm cloud with all that water in it, right? A rain. It's got to fucking rain. That's going to be a big flood. That's going to be, and when it does hit, it feels like, you know, when shit hits, it hits hard. Leo, I want to say there's a worry about your finances here for some of you. You're worried about your finances. You might not be able to do anything about some things right now. You might have to start a new job or do something that you might not be very passionate about for a little bit for some of you. It's like you got took back to square one in some ways because there's something you missed here. You're very capable of making a lot of money, I heard, come June. So know that you have lots of abilities, and the universe is sending you a lot of options and opportunities to invest into yourself and I want to say your own self. You want to go fucking spend money or whatever it is, online shopping or gossiping, talking, being involved in other people's energy. Your energy is tied into that, and it feels like they're tied into money or something that's not very healthy. It feels like it's not very good, so I want to say protect your energy and just, if you're a busybody, stay the fuck at home. I just want to tell you that. Some of you just need to stay the fuck at home and stay away from some people. Like, let the air clear out and chill. Just get back to you, I want to say, Leo. Get back to you. Your shadows are just hiding the light right now. Look for the signs that will guide you to the destiny you have known all along. Answer appears when you release the question, and that comes in from your higher self. That Seven of Swords, so that lingering energy just keeps coming in until you slice it away with the justice. Leo, it feels like there could be some shady shit in a justice court case going on for you too. In some ways, it feels like, I don't know if this is on your end or somebody that you're involved with, that it does feel like it has to do with the law. I'm hearing the judicial system. I heard infiltrated parties. It feels a little scandally to me, but it feels like I heard what comes around goes around, justice comes, so there might be a need to protect yourself or stay aware. Feels like there could be a happy outcome in this, but it does feel like some things are going to definitely change, and I want to say you or whoever you're involved with is no longer going to be able to do, I want to say, the shit that you were doing before, because you're going to be put in a timeout, or them, this energy, to where it really can't manifest from other energies. You're kind of limited to this until you look at it for what it is. There's a death that you've been avoiding in some ways. It's looking at something, and maybe some of you, Leos, you have a hard time looking at yourself. Others of you, like I said, you just want to disappear. It's like you could put on a really good face for other people, but deep down inside, I don't even think you know what's what anymore. Especially if you've experienced magic or this strange awakening, you could be terrified by something that makes zero sense to you, Leo. You could be trying, like, paranormal. I just feel paranormal. And you could be getting a lot of those sorts of paranormal activities. All right. Leo, number for you guys. You guys like it this way? Leos, for you, 333 comes out. Potential. Your chance to reach your highest of potential is here. Persevere has gotten you where you are. You have been through so much, and this guidance is here to show you that you are exactly where you need to be. Leo, your affirmation is, my potential is infinite. I use my strength as my ally to pursue my highest good. And I'm telling you, Leo, you have somebody that's passed on that is with you. If you have a room that you feel like somebody you just connect with, or a cold feeling, or like this tickling on the legs, you might rub your legs together a lot. It feels like, yeah, I want to say your grandpa. For somebody, it's your grandpa. It's like, I'm hearing you old stubborn son of a bitch, you know. Fuck, don't be like me, you know, or change, you know, they're trying to guide you into changing your ways, to let it go. That they're just saying, let it go, let it go. If I can teach you anything in life, there's a need to let this go. Listen to your dreams, because we're talking to you, Leo. We're talking to you. Talking to you about justice for yourself. Set yourself free. Be truthful with yourself. Because I'm going to tell you, these thoughts aren't going to stop, Leo, until you set whatever this is free. And it is in the mind. It's a repetitive thought over and over and over. And maybe you're denying spirituality. Maybe you're denying a connection with God. Maybe you're denying that somebody is who they said they were. Maybe you finally get to see the picture of what a connection really is. See, when people fall in love so fast, it's like you might like that idea and that energy, but I even asked myself, how the fuck do you fall in love so fast with somebody you don't even like yet? And that made perfect sense to me. Kin, for 30 minutes, it's $30 for personal read with me. Does that make sense, Leo? Because that feels like really follow your intuition, not other people's thoughts that are implanted in your head. Listen to yourself and you will have justice. Like, you will get out of this. You'll find a way. Like, the universe will provide for you. But if you choose to go the other route and to be underhanded in this truth that needs to be spoke, because there's a truth or an intellect or speaking or a thought process or a pattern, and you beat a fucking dead horse, I heard. Like, you need to fucking quit. I don't know. Leo, I feel like somebody's upset with you. I feel like it could be your mother. March Madness comes, so you could be experiencing some breakthrough come March. There's a need for you to get fresh air and to get into nature. Every moment has magic in it to be rediscovered. So you could be repeating, or truth is known as out here, and illness. You could, it's like maybe these thoughts are keeping you sick. Like, you can't move on. Maybe there's something that just repeats in your head, and you can't let it go. I said I fucking can't let it go. As much as I try, I fucking cannot let it go. I want to understand it. I need to know it. Maybe you're going over things over and over. You're searching. You're looking for details, clues. Fucking, what the fuck? I feel like that. What the fuck? It's like everything crumbled like that. Like, maybe you didn't even have time. Like, if a house caught on fire, you couldn't save shit. You're lucky to get out alive, is what it feels like. Come March, it's like when the dust settles and the ashes clear and the wind blows and it brings in new messages, new thoughts, because the wind is representative of the King of Swords, the air, the truth. It feels like you can breathe. It feels like you'll be able to breathe. I feel like you're not going to tell the whole truth. I feel like you're going to keep something to yourself. Maybe it's about money, but I definitely feel like it's going to be a long journey for some of you Leos. It feels like you have a real tendency to get fired up and not let shit go. And I think that that's what the universe is making you work on right now. It's kind of knocking you on your ass until you get the point. They want you to get in balance. You need to get into balance, Leo, in some ways. And it looks like the truth comes out and that happens. High Priestess in reverse. I want to say, Leo, if you're interacted... See, my body is a natural, like, see, the minute it feels that energy. See, the moment I wanted to talk about a secret again, right? And then it came out. I started coughing. So me as an energy portal, if it affects me in my body, I know it's in the energy and where it's affecting me at, and if it's a truth, or it is how I read energy. So 44 could mean something. 44 could mean something, and this is not going forward. If this secret continues, or this holding on, or not letting go of, or there is not a new beginning, I'm going to tell you that. It's either, I heard it's the whole truth or nothing but the truth. Yep, and it could have to do with a death, somebody that's unalived or not wanting to be here. I feel like somebody might try to take their own life. I don't know, because of a lie. I feel like something is so detrimental for a Leo that it could actually like change the trajectory of your life. Yeah. And it's like, I feel like a Leo's getting threatened. Like, if you fuck with me, you won't see shit. Like, the only thing you'll be picking up is broken pieces the rest of your life. I feel like there's a threat out here for a Leo, and I definitely feel like it has to do with money and scandal. Picking up on that judicial system. It could be in a court. It could just be that fucking energy that siphons your money. But I feel like there's a thread out here. It feels mafia. You know what I mean? It feels like somebody's trying to bring peace to even two things out. And the outcome of that is you might want to do some research before you start going all in here, Leo. And definitely if it has to do with paperwork, because something's going to be seen or sought out. Damn, Leo, what do you fucking got a lot going on? Fuck. Somebody didn't work on something hard enough, or something wasn't cooked all the way. I heard it wasn't cooked all the way, or it wasn't. Please be careful doing drugs. I really want to say somebody I seen like a meth lab and somebody doing like fentanyl and doing, oh, I heard an overdose. I'm hearing fucking, if you're doing heroin or put needle in your arm, please stop. Please don't do it. I heard like one more hit and you're done. You're done. Like, God's not fucking playing with you. I want to say that, Leo, and this is a very specific message. God's not playing with you anymore. If you want to test the hands of fate, go ahead, because you're going to walk through a hell. You're going to walk through your own hell that you created. So if you're going to, you don't get a bitch out like that, I heard. You don't get a bitch out like that. You don't just get to walk away that easy. So if there's a Leo out there that's planning on in a mode of self-pity and you don't want to see a truth, or you have a secret, I'm going to tell you right now, speak now or forever hold your peace, it seems like, Leo. Because it feels like your home, hearth, family, everything goes away. It feels like everything goes away. Everything you've ever worked hard on goes away because somebody wanted to say a secret. Somebody couldn't keep something to themselves, and it feels like it has to do with a child, or somebody that, definitely with that page energy, it feels like it has to do with a child, brings the truth to the forefront for a Leo. Yeah, where you start the path appears, so take a step in a new direction. It's like you might want to get with it. I just feel like there's a sense of urgency. I am learning how to control my life from within, and not with external acts and forces. I feel this is the only way that I can be your match. Strength comes out here. Number 8. You could be a Leo. You could be a Leo that's born on the 8th. Each time I think we are finally safe. And then another wound of mine is resurrected and I retreat until I feel it won't hurt anymore. 9 of Wands, yeah. Feels like somebody retreats to some sort of sexual addiction or behavior pattern, or the Leo I'm talking to, whoever's in this energy, you're so mean to yourself. I wish you would stop please doing that. It's like, I wish, if this is, the universe says, you're on your own. It's like the universe is literally speaking to you through me. Get your shit together and take off the mask. It's like there's a need to let this mask fall. All the pain, you're not the only one that's been through pain. I feel like, maybe you've done some evil, fucking terrible things, but I want to tell you, in the light, there's forgiveness. In the light, there's healing. No matter what you've done. It's that soul hiding from the light, the truth. It's not that you're a bad person, it's just that you're scared to face your own self, which is the wrath of God, right? Fuck. You fear that truth, and it feels like this is your final warning and your final call, Leo. This is your final warning, your final call. You're being sent guidance right now, so you're going to have an opportunity to speak a truth into. It might change the course of your entire life. For the better. To have money. If you've seen something and you're bipartisan, or, why did I say that? Or you're, don't let money rule your motives, I want to say. You have awakened in me a hot flame of passion to follow my soul and my true life's path. My soul and my body wants you. The Ace of Wands. Leo, you could have your eyes on somebody that makes you feel, your soul recognizes this person, Leo. Your soul recognizes this person. And it feels like this soul is somebody that brings in a lot of lessons for you to look at yourself. As much as you might point fingers, or it seems like every time you point a finger, the universe shows you how that thought is one that you already created for yourself in this lifetime. It's like you're you're going through a spiritual awakening, and then it feels like a dark night of the soul. You might not see a fucking star, the moon, or anything. It could just feel like you are in uncharted territories. The connection I have with you is so deep and profound on all possible levels, sexual, spiritual, emotional, and intellectual, the lovers. So yeah, Leo, you could have your mind somebody, you could be telepathically like already connected to somebody. Like you, if you have a sexual urge towards them, they could probably feel it in their body in that way. I also want to tell you, Leo, I feel like there is some sort of attachment sexually in the sacral. So right now you can either go to the next read, or Leo, I'm going to say a prayer in my light language, and I'm just going to pull that sexual energy off and give it to Archangel Michael through a portal, and I'm going to replace that with balance. I'm going to call in the violet flame. So if you guys don't want to watch this part, if you're watching live, sorry, but I do what I'm called to do by the Holy Spirit. So I'm just going to call this off of Leo out of the sacral, from the bottom of the feet to the top of the crown. Archangel Michael, I call on you. I ask that you would open the portal as we remove this energy that's rooted in the sacral. I am speaking to you. You will remove yourself off of the sacral as this Leo energy calls back its energy from every tactic, sexual seduction, or anything out of a lower vibrational state that keeps this person, this being, this soul from moving or navigating along their destined life path. So I now call you out of the sacral. I call in my star family. I'm now going to pull this energy out. Archangel Michael and the legions Metatron. Raphael. Surate kirete sete kirete rate kirete dara papa yesh kirete rate kirete tutia sakrete date shukurete. Sekirete tera papa yes kirete yoshukurete tia papa ya karate tere sekirete tera papa yes te yoshite tera papa ye kirete yoshukurete tia sapa. Ya kirete all the way out, all the way off. All the way off. Sekirete papa paya sekirete the bush the de sekirete de la papa paya Archangel Michael, the sword of truth. Surta tera te ki te ope sekirete te arete sukurete te ope sekirete tera papa ya. Yoda te ye. Archangel Raphael, I call you in to get any residual energy throughout the sacral or any other hidden energy for the permission for the highest good. For the highest good. Surate rete rete rate te keyo shukurate te yo popo ye shikirete te rote kirete te ya shikirete te oye sete te keyo ya. Yikirete te yo shukurate te ya. Now, Holy Spirit, I call you into this space of the Mary Magdalene energy and the Christ energy into this space. May this be protected by divine order, because I feel like the person that I am removing this energy for throughout the collective. It feels like the seduction has been ruling their life, so we're removing that and we're replacing that with the feeling of home, the feeling of belonging within the being and the groundedness in that, in their own sexual nature, and to remove the desires and the lust out and to bring in tranquility and connection to self through the truth and the higher conscious light. So now I seal that off with a golden light and protection. That energy is gone. May you walk in the light of the universe. Okay, so mode it be. For those of you that stuck around, thank you guys. If you're Leo and you have bad cramps, I want to say you're going to see that energy pull off, because I can feel it by my ovary and the uterus. And that could just be you being with somebody who was sexually charged in that way. So, yep, serves the light and has been through a lot. So through that, I just use a light language and I open up an energy. And I telepathically communicate with my higher self and my guides. So even though you don't hear me saying it, I'm already having the communication. I have the ability to scan through the body of the collective. I don't know how. I just do. And I know when to pull things out and how I have the guidance and the help to do it. It's just me being the courage to do it and use my vessel. So I know it looks a little odd to some people, and it might, in the future, some of you guys will start to understand that a lot more. And this could affect somebody because you're going to start standing in your truth now. So I want to say that over the next 2 days, you're going to see a relief in that area of feeling attached to anybody or anything that was attached to you in that way. If it's an old bond, I ask the universe for the highest good. May I remove that energy. So if that is for you and on your path with the divine, and I'm asking permission, I'm not bending free will, and I'm talking to divine souls. I already asked the soul. It's how I know the soul brought it to me and said, hey, we have this blockage here. So even as minute words are so powerful, and when it's done in the light for the highest good to bring healing to a soul to be on their divine birthright, we called that back. So you call back your energy so you can be set free, because some things, sex will just distract you, and motherfucker, you're supposed to be in Cancun spreading the good word, but you're back here fucking old hoe bag, what's her face, because she's got the Jezebel spirit, and it just won't let you fucking go. It attacks your finances, it's called power of the pussy for a reason, and that's coming out for somebody. Okay, so moving on. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That was the ending of Leo. Sagittarius, here we go. Sagittarius, there's a need to really think about your finances. Feels like for some of you, the minute you get money, the faster it goes. Some of you Sagittariuses, you could feel like you've got yourself into quite the pickle. I think you feel like upstream without a paddle, I'm hearing. There could be a lot of things that you are behind on or don't know how to catch up on. In some ways, it feels like you're in hot water. Some of you Sagittariuses, you could have a new light. This could be in the form of a child or a grandchild or a nephew. I feel like there's a baby that's going to be born that brings back the spirit of a mother. It is, but it's going to be, like I said, it's a little boy, and it feels like this connection comes back through. And I feel like this is like a fluke. I'm hearing rainbow child. In some ways, this kid brings healing. It's like you get a piece of you back. For others of you who have lost a dog, or that dog's life was cut short, I feel like that animal's returning to you, and it's going to be gifted to you in some ways. For others of you, you need an animal. You feel very isolated and lonely. Like you maybe you watch a lot of ASR, or you zone out and you get in your own space, or you need to break a cycle of doing the same shit every day. Sagittarius, it feels like your soul's ready for a change. Yeah, get the fuck out of the house. I want to say, like, I feel like someone needs a pep talk. So that's why the it's like, come on, Sagittarius, what are you not seeing? It feels like Sagittarius. Why are you having such a hard decision? You could be missing somebody that's passed on. And you could feel like your world's just been out of balance, like maybe this person was your happiness. You think about them often, maybe you've missed animals or people that you've lost, they could be in your thoughts a lot, and they could be taking up a lot of space and energy. You could do an emotional buying thing where you buy things out of your emotions. You could be finding faith in angels or talking to God more. You could be really testing the universe and see if is this really a connection. Like, are you real? God, can you hear me? I suck at this. I don't follow my life the way I should. I know, it feels like I'm talking to Sagittarius that looks at things. I want to say that your father, God doesn't look at. You think God looks at that because that's what you've been told. But God says, come to me who all are weary, and I will give you rest. I am the rock of the truth on which you stand. So you could be a Sagittarius that's going through awakening of some false religions or false doctrines that you've You're learning about programming. You're learning about how things have, you could be looking at like, fuck, so many things stole my life force energy. You're definitely looking at things in a different way, but it feels like you struggle with going back to an old way of thinking or an old way of being, and it feels like there's a sense of manipulation here for Sagittariuses. It feels like there's a little self-pity here and a little fucking boo-hoo. It's like, when are you going to start moving forward? Like, any step now, anytime, Sagittarius, the first step forward in any direction, and it'll fall into your lap. Like, maybe you're wanting to work. Maybe you're tired of not having a creative endeavor. You know, maybe you've sat so fucking long you don't even know what you're passionate about anymore, Sagittarius. You know? Yeah, so it's a mindset. You know, I can't. I'm not good enough. I'm too old. I'm this. I'm that. It's like, yeah. I want to say what you want to talk to the universe, you want to talk to God and this and that, but you want to throw all your shit out there and then you just want somebody to come along and pick up the pieces and wait for it to all be better. And I think you realize, like, it don't work like that. I think when you start to work on yourself and it feels like there's something inside your heart you're not wanting to look at, Sag. I mean, this says there's something I'm not wanting to look at, and when you look at it, it's a feeling of desperation or fucking dread. Maybe this has to do with a work situation. You know, maybe you don't want to go to work anymore, Sagittarius. Maybe you're fucking tired of doing what the man wants, 9 to 5, this and that. Feels like, you know, you might be breaking free from this job, and the universe is gonna, you could be a powerful manifestor. You could literally ask for a new job at a certain place, and the angels bring it through. I'm going to tell you, Sagittarius, if this is you and you're thinking about a career change, it's guided. You could have got this message from a dream, or, you know, another friend had a dream about you and she's going to tell you, or you're going to see it comes about in a way, and that's how the universe says, yeah, this is destined for you. It's time for you to shine. It's time for you to come to the top of what you've been working on for 5 years. You know, that you could be moving into the 5th year right now. It feels like it's been a hell of a journey for you, Sag. You got romance and strength and money. It feels like, you know what, after a long, hard look at some really deceitful people or energies that played out in your life, it did make you very intuitive. It made you very intuitive, Saggy. You got your courage back online. You might even start working out or changing the way you look, Sag. The way you see your family, the way that you want your home to be. Somebody could be decorating their house in their new feng shui, their new, you could be moving out of that state where you're, I want to bring in light and life. I want it to vibrate. I want it to fucking ring rainbow when you walk in here. I feel like somebody's got this new saz in their step, you know, like you could be very in tuned, very connected. You're going to find new ways of meditating, Sagittarius, that bring you closer into alignment. And it feels like your spiritual practice, or whatever this is, how you help heal others, or you talk about awareness and you don't push a propaganda, or, you know, you don't lead in confusion, you lead in truth. And this is why this will be prosper for my spiritual ones, is people admire you. People admire you. They see you can birth things. You could come back from like some of the hardest stuff, Sag, and if you are a mom, like you have this mom glowing figure to you. You birth creations. You're very, it's inspirational, and these people in this new space are going to admire you. You could be dealing with a water sign, or that's just prevalent. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or those months. I'm hearing 33. I think it's time, Sag, you're going to separate from things that put terms, or a capsule, or we'll make sure you're back by this time, or anything that fucking constrains you or feels like a fucking gel cell or a chain around your ankle. I think you just can't do it. You know what I mean? And I think there's some people in your energy that are in denial about, and separation comes out here twice, the separation. You could be seeing somebody for the fake ass face they had, that you could be seeing them as just trash, straight trash, you know? And you could have thought this person was your twin flame, and now the mask falls and you're like, what the fuck? You know? You could be getting a visit from, well, somebody who probably doesn't have the best regards for you. This person could dress in a very flashy way, or you'll know because they're just odd, you know, whether they wear lots of colors or have lots of piercings or tattoos. I feel like this person is jealous, Sagittarius. I feel like this person's acting like a clown and bringing in some sort of vengeance towards your justice that you have coming for you in a situation that has to do with you remembering who you are. Feels like if you're asking about a situation in the future, I did see union, so tell me about that for Sag. This could be a very intuitive person that you're entangling with. I want to say it feels like two females. For somebody out there, you like females, and it feels like you like more of the I want to say you could be more of the masculine type woman, but I think you find somebody that balances you out for those. And I'm hearing like old school gay, whatever that means, back when it wasn't turned into what it was. It's just like two people who care for each other. I see like two, I'm hearing the word dyke, but they go camp, they hike. They're like two moms. Like they're not like they make it all weird, you know what I mean? People know they're together, but you never really see them. Yeah, fuck, this is Sag. You've got the High Priestess and the King of Cups that comes out for love for you in the new union. This is, oh my god. Woo! You're going to be so fucking attracted to this person. Fuck their touch. When they touch you, even in the hands, like it's on like Donkey Kong. You share the same ideas. You share the same ability to be loyal and keep secrets, sacred secrets. Like this could be a secret relationship that you have going on right now that maybe you just have under wraps, I want to say if somebody's in your business, somebody's trying to use their intuition or div and spy to see what you got going on. Somebody could be very interested in your life, in your love life, but it feels like this new union has to do with letting go of the old, because the death comes out here with the Ace of Swords. So both of you have gone through I'm not going to say the ego death, because I feel like this person has a lot of personality, Sag, or you do. You guys are different in that way. Somebody has a lot of energy. This person is intuitive. They could talk about all day long. You know what I mean? Point out signs or show you birds, or they're just creative. This is very attractive to you. You know what I mean? And you can see this person as somebody who works very hard after going through some shit. It could have you wondering other ideas. What else is coming in? If this person cooks for you and you guys cook food, you could love their food or they love your food. It's just the way that you cook. Like your food even feels like home. It feels like, Sag, if you have a spiritual quest and a deeper connection that you're asking for with your spirit guides, and I feel like somebody's asking about crystals or how to work with them, I feel like you're getting that information in your dreams and you're being activated. I also want to say for Sag, feels like some of you are working with the Violet Flame, Saint Germain. Some of you are going to be working with federations that magnetize and monitor certain energetic portals and gateways. In some ways you come online and you help with that. As I say that, death comes out here with the portal opening up over. So I want to say for my spiritual babies, you might be drawn to the middle of bumfucked Egypt and you got a purty mouth and you end up on a whole quest with like extraterrestrials, Area 51, and doing crazy stuff like that. So that is what I have for you, Sag. Let me get you a number. (911). I heard calling all signs, calling all signs. 2 trailer park girls go round the outside. Guess who's back? Back again. Somebody comes back, and I want to tell you, lock your doors. For some of you, not to strike fear, but be very fucking aware. And for some of you, you're spiritually ascending to a new level. You need to, feels like you're going to go through some turbulence. Know you're protected. Spiritual awakenings here. My phone might be getting too hot. That could also be a sign. You could be having issues with your electronics. Be careful with fires. Please make sure that your cords, anything that's glitching or you have to move to stay together, don't fucking tape that shit. Or if you do tape it right. I just want to say toasters, electrical stoves, make sure you're careful around flames and shit like that, because I feel like accidents, somebody forgets something. Please unplug curling irons and just be vigilant. If you have a gut feeling to go back in the house and turn something off, please listen to that, Sagittarius, okay? Something about a dog too. Dog could be chewing on wires or cats. Like, get that shit cleaned up or taped up, because I feel like somebody could get hurt or there's an accident, or you need like the laptop for work, and if it gets ruined, you know, I just want to tell you to take some precautions. A doorway has opened for you, and while apprehension may be felt, allow courage to flow in as you put your best foot forward. You are being encouraged to let curiosity lead you and know that the divine has your back. Your affirmation, Sagittarius, is, I allow courage to prevail as curiosity leads me through new doors. 911. All right, Sagittarius, I love you. Thank you. That was your read for the first all signs ever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever, ever. All right. Let's go Gemini next. We'll do Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini. Mercedes-Benz. Won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? Some Janis Joplin. If you wanna be somebody, if you wanna go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. You're not seeing something because you're stubborn. You're even being guided by angels, Gemini, to see something. You could be very stuck in your ways, you know. There's a need for you to feel something here, because you're trying to, I want to say, look at something, and something's disallowing a connection of the truth and something to come out for you, Gemini. That maybe something really is better than you think, you know. Maybe you are going into your intuition too. Besides what you've been through in the past, I'm going to allow myself to experience something new. I don't always have to put up all these blocks and the walls, and you know, you can still be strong and use your intuition. You could be asking for guidance right now. I want to say, Gemini, you could be calling on deities or angels. It really feels like you talk to angels, or you're curious about them. Maybe you've had visions of angels blipping in and out, or you'll stop, or you feel like, you know, you lapse in time and space, you go somewhere else. You know, you could be having really deep esoteric thoughts, like your mind could be opening up to a lot of very mysterious energy that's so intriguing. It's got you thinking, you know. And I want to say, Gemini, you're going to see something in a different way. You could actually see something and see how this could be profitable for you. And I think your spirit guides are trying to point that out to you. There's a need to break free from the illusions and thoughts of others and follow your guidance. It's like, why do you listen to everybody else's shit? You know, just because they're not happy in their life, or, you know, it's like you live a double life. You know, being the twins and all, Sag, why did I say that? You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, but it feels like just because somebody else is unhappy, they try to take out all of your color. You know, they try to, you know, there could be a thing here with you being afraid to shine. You being afraid to outshine others in some ways. I think you've prayed and asked for something to come in. I think you've asked for direct guidance from your guides. And I think you're noticing people that you're around, just you don't vibe with them anymore. They're just not on the same wavelength. There's like this disconnect of fucking feeling free or happy. It feels like a Gemini here has somebody who fucking nags them, you know. When are you going to start the dinner? Did you take that out? When, you know, well, why didn't you talk to me, or why didn't you tell me? It's like somebody throws a fit just so the other person will chase them and then interact in an argument with them over it's a past. It's like it could be over somebody from their past. You could be getting more into self-care and getting more rest. Gemini, I think you need to get some rest and meditate on some things and really get with your angels so that you know which way to move in. I think you're being very heavily guided by spirit, and I think, and I know, I can see your ability to connect with passed on loved ones or in spirituality, or whatever this is that you're connecting with in your religion, or the way that you're fucking brilliant. Can I say that, Gemini? In a way, you have so much light about you. And it feels like you connect people from the past to the future, or you help people heal from that, or you are able to understand connections in your life. As I say that, the Three of Cups comes out, you know? There's a celebration here, something that is very it's like moving away from Debbie Downer people, you know, people that just want to talk. It's like you could be so done with the short, small talk, you know, and people that are materialistic and, you know, only out for themselves and, you know, try to, you know, you have to use your intuition on by them all the time because you just get this feeling, especially if these people have been in your house, Gemini. I want to say have the strength and take your power back from, and protect your family, protect your home. That's your domesticity. That's the closest thing to heaven that you have, Gemini. And if whoever you've been around, like you're gonna get, if this is you or somebody else, if you're blocking somebody else from seeing the light, or somebody else from, you know, you're trying to push out their color or make it to where they can't have, you know, interpersonal connections or relationships, or, you know, make them feel bad for believing in something that they believe in. It feels like a tower comes in. And it makes this person just work harder. The more that, Gemini, this could be you. Like, you could have so many naysayers about your creativity and your artistic abilities and how you get back into balance and your ability to do many things at once. It feels like you multitask, you know, and you could be around some draining ass people that just don't do shit. They don't put in time or energy. You could feel tired and drained by these people. You know, they're supposed to be your friends and your family. It's like the only friends and family you have are your spirit guides, or, you know, angels, or passed on loved ones. I feel like somebody talks, Gemini, there's a Gemini here that talks to some people that are in heaven. You know, it's like you think about them all the time. You know, with the 3 being here, I wonder if it isn't 3 people for some of you that you really lean to. And for some of you, it's, you know, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Gemini, you're going to be eager to start something new, and it comes about, your money's going to start improving in it, and you're going to have a lot of options in work. I want to say that, and whatever this is that comes into your lap, you're going to get a message about this job. You're going to celebrate this job and this win that comes in for you, or this money. You have, on this earth, you're getting a message about. Congratulations, Gemini. Wanted to cut out, I want to say congratulations, Gemini, and way to put things behind you. Receive this message about these options that you're going to have. Somebody, you know, could be trying to make you make a choice about something, and I think it's time that you need to make a choice for yourself. And it looks like you do that after you get some rest, and you allow Spirit to tell you about all the things that can come from taking this next step, you know, from the 8 to the 9. And then your vision, you know, you have a right to stand your truth. You know, you've been through a lot, Gemini, I want to say, and I think it's time that you take your, you know, find a way to do it to where, well, one, you need to not listen to other people's shit. Stop being a sponge and being a fucking open portal for people just to dump their shit on, Gemini. You need to take your power back, and just because somebody's in a Debbie shitty downer mood, or they're not in, you know, it's like, don't let them make you feel off. When they walk in, you could just feel like this awkward silence of like, are we good? Are we okay? You know, is there something going on? Nope, everything's fine. And you're like, I know it's not fine. You know, you could be around somebody that silently, their heart's breaking. Maybe they don't have the courage to tell you that, because they might look to you as somebody who is an inspiration, or somebody who stands out in their life. You know, they could be trying to run from some sort of healing in their life right now. That has to do with past childhood traumas, you know, about a loss, about, you know, what's in the past. I want to say, Gemini, you inspire people to become more creative and to work within their own confinements, to find magic. You bring enlightenment to others. You bring these creative, exciting ideas, Gemini, then people really appreciate you for that. I have every moment has magic to be rediscovered, secret communications, and the strength is in your faith. Also, Gemini, somebody wants to let you know that I made it to the other side. You know, some of you, Geminis, you're walking in the energy of an ascended master, which means, well, you'll know what that means if you're walking in it. So, Gemini, that's what I have for you. We have 888. abundance that comes in for you. So Gemini, you could be seeing this number a lot, or you could be really guided to pay attention when you see 8s, especially when they come in 3s. Blessings are here and more on the way. Let yourself feel the abundant flow of prosperity that is all around you. As you stand in your highest self, you attract all that you once were seeking. Giving is always the doorway to success. The more good I do in the world, the more abundant my life grows. I radiate an energy of love and kindness. I want to say stay on your path. Gemini, for your higher self, you have had the power all along. Now you just need to believe it, Gemini. Some of you are going to really be so grateful that you followed your guidance and you took the path that you were guided on, because it feels like you've got money, you've got love, you've got some people that might not be happy for your happiness, Gemini. Some people that don't want to see, you know, that you might feel like they're moving on, or, you know, it could just be an internal wound that somebody has around you within their own self, and they're projecting that out towards you because now maybe you're feeling a sense of happiness, you know. All right, moving on. Gemini, Libra. Reading for Libra. What's up, Valhalla Dragon? Hey, welcome to the first all signs. Never done all signs. Not individual signs anyways. Yeah, thanks Jason for getting the timestamps. Maybe we can put those in the comments when we're done. Hi Jerry. What up, Constance? Okay, here we go, Libra. Oh, Libra, I want to say, don't give up on healing. Don't give up on yourself. You could be a free thinker and have ideas, or see conspiracies, or things that other people don't. You definitely think outside of the box. You could be aware of a world outside of this world, or a different timeline. Or you could be understanding how the elite take things and manipulate the collective of people with medicines, with food. You could be aware of parasites, bioweapon engineering. You could be very multifaceted in your thinking. I don't know why the Ten of Swords is here and the Two of Wands. It's like, how much more heartbreak are you going to sit in? Like, do you like staying in a situation that feels fucking heavy and nagging? And, like, it feels like somebody depends on you, Libra, for everything. What are your thoughts? What do you think? You know, if you're the money getter, Libra, it feels like you could be at a totality of circumstances where you're like, fuck, I haven't had fun. I can't remember the last time I laughed or smiled, or, you know, without the weight of the world on my shoulders. I want to make a decision for myself, and it feels like you're getting to this point, Libra, where you're getting the inclination and the thought that maybe it is time to move forward, and maybe it is time for you to rediscover, what even direction you want to go in. Libra, you could have your eye set on somebody else, you know, and maybe that's the thing with the Knight of Cups that comes out here. Maybe you are distracted by somebody, and maybe you don't know how to approach this person or to speak to them. I think it's been a while since you've spoke to this person. It could have been, you know, 2 years to 10 years, Libra. I think it's a time that you need to take things nice and slow, you know, and recover fully before you start thinking about moving into any sort of relationship, you know, because I feel like there's still hurts and pains that you haven't recovered from, and that's going to take a little bit of time. And I want to tell you, Libra, there's no running. Do not try to run from whatever this is, or move too fast and hasty into the next situation, because we're going to be back into the same scenario that we were before, Libra. The key here is, if you want to not be carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders and not have people that suck your money dry and maybe just get a little bit of money here and there, just enough to pay the bills. And it's like, fuck, you know, can somebody else help out? Or, you know, at least if, you know, if you're the man and you go to work, you come home, you know, you might have dinner, but it's not without some sort of snark remark or some sort of, you know, fuck, you take your shoes off and you just feel the energy of the house when you walk in. You know, you could be thinking about a relationship with God real heavy, Libra. You could be thinking about what your role in this life is. You know, who is God? What is, you know, what is money? How do you manifest? Maybe you could be learning about manifestation and being in the flow of that. Along doing this, I think you're getting very highly spiritual. I could be talking to a Libra that is very connected, and you could use money on a platform or in any way to heal others. You could be a psychic. You could connect with people from other realms or past times. You could get messages that you don't know where they come from. You could have some people in despair about your newfound spiritual abilities. It feels like they're going to be out of this world, and you're very advanced in your time, Libra, with some secrets that you know or hold. This could be where your money comes from, and you know what, your job could be keeping things in balance. And if you work with energy or portals or ways like that, you kind of set people free. You know what I mean? In a way, you take energy blockages off of them. Like I said, there's somebody out here that makes money through healing. The sun comes out here, bringing happiness into other people's life. It's like your destined divine life path is to bring enlightenment and happiness. I feel like this has been after a period of a lot of questioning everything on your path. You know, maybe you started waking up a while ago and then things kind of scared you and you put this bubble around you so you couldn't be to find God, like what's real, what's not, demons, devils, tarot cards, oracle, you know, all of it. You could be questioning all of it. I don't know if there's a thing out here about crystals, but I feel like you're drawn to crystals, specifically an amber. I'm hearing amber rose right now. What else for Libra? Libra, you want something else. You keep thinking about somebody that you have a connection with that feels like home. Like, you know this person from a past life. You could be damn fucking certain of it. Like, you could have tracked your intuition up and down one side another, asking, is this person my soulmate? And it feels like I want to tell you, Libra, yes. I want to say this is your person. There's a new beginning here. There's fresh growth here for you. Your intuition probably has bugged you about somebody from the past, and wondering maybe if you'll ever have a new start with them with the Ace of Cups. You know, this could be a water sign that you're thinking of. That it's like this was written in the stars. This was a destined relationship, pre-planned out before you got here. And I want to say, no matter what you guys are going through, it could be like one could not have a pot to piss in the window to throw it out of, and the other one could be just fine. It's like the souls just know they come together. I want to say that. There could be a child that comes out of this too, or a baby that's thought of, or somebody wants to, Libra has probably thought into the future. If they're thinking about the past, and I'm talking about with a lot of passion and courage, and I feel like if, Libra, you follow your intuition, you could have a job that pays money. You have the ultimate love, whether this is connection with yourself. Feels like you can birth new ideas when you get into this energy of this portals or this, I don't know, higher intellect that you tap into. Some of you, you know, you have a baby on the way. You know, and you could be feeling very happy about this, very youthful. You could have manifested this baby, or you want to manifest a baby with a lover, you know. You could see this person as strong. It feels like you're Libra, you got two people on a scale. It feels like you're looking at somebody for this and then somebody else for that. It feels like strength is needed here. You know, taming the beast within, following your intuition, your truth, the Queen of Swords out here. You could like somebody that is very, I want to say shamanic, or somebody who's spiritual, or somebody who's very intellectual. That could be why you're attracted to this person. You love their intellect. You love their mind. And the way that you could see somebody, Libra, as very victorious in moving forward with strength on a path. Somebody's seeing something here they didn't see before, and it's after a truth comes through, and it could be a truth about a child. You do need to get some rest, and allow that creativity to flow through you, because it feels like you're going to be very busy. You have a lot of things that are going to be coming online for you intuitively about the next steps to make. I want to say it's all up from here for you, Libra. You choose. What energy do you want to be in? Whether this is for yourself or relationship-wise. Do you want to see in somebody that sees the half cup, the cup half full, or somebody who wants to walk in truth, freedom? It feels like this energy over here is a lot more free. They're doing something different. I said it feels like there's truth, again, there's some sort of jealousy. I think, Libra, you want somebody that is spiritual. Somebody that you see the divine love with, somebody who does their own thing, somebody, and you could be really looking at this person like wonder what it would be like to go on an adventure with that person, or to be in a relationship. You literally could have just got duped, and you could be with a terrible, fucking, very hateful, or it's turning into that real soon. I feel like there's resentments, Libra, somewhere in a relationship for you that might be very uncertain at this time. Maybe there's no sexual intimacy, there's no connection in that way. It feels like it's just, I think you want that back. I think, Libra, you've been with somebody before that you have had amazing sex with, and I think this is the person that's on your mind. Somebody who's intuitive, somebody who, they could scare you a little bit. You could be really obsessed with this person, Libra, or them you, but there's something about you want a different energy, and you're asking the angels. I can hear, I don't know what it is with angels in you, Libra, but you something about angels with you. Yep, somebody could remind you as an angel, or somebody who helped to spiritually awaken you, somebody who you can see as free. The person that you're trying to move towards, Libra, could be the person that it feels like the right person, wrong time, is what it feels like. Right person, fucking wrong time. And it feels like a lot of healing's gone on. I want to say it feels like 4 years, 3 years in that time lapse, or it could be in months too. Libra, if you follow your heart, you're going to be having some very hot, steamy, because it feels like that is fucking connection. One is spiritual, but it's like if you two have already tasted each other's blood, I want to say, in some ways, or it feels like you got the neck biting, that feisty shit, you know what I mean? It feels like there's some passion in this relationship that comes for you. And from your higher self and your spirit guides, your message is, when a new door opens, walk through it and begin again. Look for the signs that will guide you to the destiny you have known all along. So you knew something. You know something in your heart. You fucking love somebody, or you see somebody and you know they're your person. You know. There might be some things you don't understand, Libra, but I think deep down inside, you know. You probably didn't recognize this until after going through some betrayal, and maybe you lost a parent, a job, money, lost track of your intuition, your self-love, and it feels like maybe if you have lost somebody, Libra, if it's a father, I feel like you think about this person often, and maybe you worked with this person. Maybe it was like a family-owned business or something, but this person wants to tell you, Libra, that they love you and they made it to the other side. I wish we could fish, and I wish I could do things different, son. Libra, you could be seeing 10-10, but we have 10-10 growth out here. Spiritual awareness is opening you to all that you are ready to see. Fuck, you do. You have a fucking twin flame soulmate. You have, and you've already, this person. And it's like you're coming back for this person. You are. Your soul is fucking taking you. It's like a dog on a leash fucking plowing through a million dogs at a park. Like you like a penguin, how it finds its babies through all those other penguins. Like, that's what it feels like. Happy feet, I hear. Happy feet could mean something to you. Your destiny is being fulfilled. Keep your intentions pure with your eyes looking ahead, and you will continue to increase the growth that is here. Your affirmation, Libra. The more I invest awareness in my growth, the closer I continually become to the outcomes that I am seeking. Libra, I got butterflies in my stomach. I feel like you're gonna, this is your year. You feels like you're gonna finish some stuff off after tax season. It feels like come June, like you're doing your own thing. You know, you might be figuring some other things out, but you're led by your soul knows this love. I'm telling you, and you're coming for it. You can see this love is very healing. Somebody who does talk to the other side, maybe, or you talk to the other side. You could pique somebody's interest because your intellect. I feel like not only is this a sexually attraction. Oh, it's a fucking soul, man. It's so good. Like you, oh, it's so good. Everything about this person, like their smell, their touch, their fucking everything about them. Looking them in the eyes. You don't even, you could just look them in the eyes and stare them down and be like, oh yeah, you know, toodaloo, and just want to get it done, you know. And you guys, it feels like this is a playful energy. This is somebody that you go on adventures with. You ski, you hike, you hunt, you cut wood, you go camping, you ride four-wheelers, you ride dirt bikes, you go and have fun with this person. That's what it feels like. You get back to the real things in life. I want to spend my life, I heard, I want to spend my life with somebody who wants to fucking live, you know, not just, you know. It feels like you want more, Libra, and it feels like your soul's leading you to that. And I'm going to tell you, if you can get this done, you know, and get the balls to fucking take your power back, you know. Libras are very handsome and beautiful too. They have beautiful features. They always dress really nice, Libra, and I see somebody really liking that, or you like that about somebody, like the way somebody dresses. It's their physique. You like the way that they walk, the way that they talk. You know, it feels like this person checks every box. It feels like there's a little bit of fear of commitment in that area, but it feels like even if you could just be in the presence to grow a relationship, I feel like this person helps you in that friendship and finding yourself, and then love forms from obviously a few hookups, you know. So Libra, yeah, lucky Libra. That's what I was thinking. Fuck. Um, Congratulations, and it feels like your spiritual awakening. You know, you're doing good. You're bringing awareness, you're understanding, and you're listening to the universe and what the universe is trying to show you. And you're going to make a difference. You know, people aren't ready for your ideas, but keep posting, keep talking about, you know, just bring awareness and do it in the way you eat, the way that you talk, what you listen to, and reverberate that energy back out, and others will come. I promise. I started this journey 4 years ago. My first tarot deck I ever got was from my ex Cole, and ever since then, and I think about him often because I'm like, you know what, I would have never been doing this if his soul didn't lead me to, you know. And it got me through a lot. You know, we meet amazing people in our life, just like that instance, you know, and they spark something in you. And even if they don't stay in your life forever, they help create something within you that your soul said, send this person in, and you know, it'll be a lasting mark that, you know, and it is. Libra, it feels like some things are very faded for you. Your destiny is bright. You know, it feels like you're going to be working very hard with teamwork. It just feels like teamwork is so important, and it feels like you're going to have that. Somebody who works right alongside you, you know. They're fit too. They look good. You know, I feel like you're attracted to them, and you guys can keep up with each other. All right, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Happy birthday, Aquarius. Any Aquarius babies in here? The outdoor dude, guardian oracle, is the saint. We all need, I get nothing but positive vibes from her. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. This is the first time I've ever done it this way, so if you guys do like me reading like this, let me know, you know. That way I can, I know it's a little bit longer. I don't know if I'll get through all of the signs. Puffin says hubby's the tent. Hubby's the tent. Huffin, puffin, puffin and puffin. I don't know if somebody smokes huffing and puffing, but it feels like I think you're thinking about cutting back, or somebody is on something. It feels like something, smoke inhalation or something that they're breathing in some ways. I don't know. I feel like there's a change that comes through with that. Somebody's going to make a decision. I don't know why that came for you as soon as I read your name. All right, Aquarius babies. All right, Aquarius. Wow. Spiritual. Spiritual. Dorate ke ese de ke te darate dorate te ai ese da te hoisho korate terapapi ese kerate. Dorate te ese ke te terapapi ese korate te ese kerate te shuro turupi ese ke te. Boy, you are looking for something, man. You are on a very, very destined path to enlightenment, Aquarius. Yeah. This is insane. You get messages from everywhere. From everywhere. You could remote view, or you could be very interested in remote viewing. This is a spiritual read, okay? So far, this is somebody who is, you talk to past on loved ones, you communicate, you're a channel, you are a profound channeler, Aquarius. You can channel some of the God's most high information and at a very fast rate. You're just learning how to do this. You're learning how to open up this sense of self and walk in this creative passion. It feels like you have a lot of busy family or things going on that kind of get you disturbed or distracted when you get going on this path, but it feels like that's the lesson. You're called to do it on a boat, on a ship deck. I don't know why the boat and that's coming through. Maybe there's travel in that water. Water's a conduit for you. You could be entangled with the water center of a very prominent, your moon could be in Pisces. Like you are tapped in. You could be going out of your north node right now. You could definitely be rolling out of your north node. You got channeling that comes out. You are being called to download and to deliver messages from the spirit realm and to bring closure, healing, and peace to others. Spiritual gift. Spiritual gift. I want to say, if you're questioning if you channel past on loved ones, I want to tell you yes. And I want to say your name right now, Constance. You channel past on loved ones. And you channel higher conscious wisdom too, Constance. That's coming through. I don't know why this is coming through for you. This is for Aquarius, but I'm just saying that specifically was for you. Charm casting. You are being called to explore. And for those of you that don't know Constance C on here, she's also a reader. She has her own channel. So if you guys want to hop over there and check out her vibe, very calm. I could listen to her voice forever. So I fall asleep to that sometimes. So I have my people I like to listen to, and Constance C in the chat. You guys go check out her channel. You are being called to explore working with charms, small objects, and trinkets to receive and interpret intuitive messages. I feel like somebody stone casts, or somebody works with like beads. It could just be like dollar store beads, and you get them, and you could just, each color intuitively comes to you, and you know how to read it. You could never read a friggin' bead or something in your life, but you do it by color and by intuition. You channel messages through fucking anything, any inanimate object that has moving atoms or particles or molecules or is made up in the material. You can move energy through that and receive energy through that. Like, that's the level I'm talking about. And if you're just getting glimpses of this, I'm going to tell you, you change the future for people in this way, because you're just a walking blah 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 blah. Yeah, everywhere you go, you're called. You have a message. Your energy. Can I just give you a hug, or I hope you have a good day? Like, you don't even know how many people you brighten up so many people's days, Aquarius, and it feels like you've had some pretty low ones. You could be going through this really deep inner transformational change. I don't know if you have somebody on your mind that you think spiritually attacks you. I want to say that that's being looked at through the light and the light, I want to say light system, the divine realm. I want to say that's coming to a halt. Any attacks on, if it's your channel, if it's on your kids, if it's in your house, that energy dissipates. It's a nuisance, it's annoying, and it's done. You have out vibrated that frequency. Remote viewing comes in, and this is why, because you're going to really need to harness this energy for these new abilities that come online. Some of you are going to be able to remote view. You are being called to explore gaining information about distant, unseen subjects, objects, or locations. You could be an intuitive investigator. You could solve the unsolved mysteries of the universe. I feel like you're going to work with, like I said, advanced beings, because you have the telepathy or the connection, or your starseed, or whatever this is that you're connected to. It's like you're the heir of it, you're royalty. It's in your DNA and your genetics. There's only a few of you. You're a remnant of this light, and only you can bring whatever this is. It's like above NASA. It's on a whole different level. Even they know about it, but like nope, they're not even on that same channel. But because you're a channeler, it feels like you have that. You have fucking opportunities come in, and it feels like, yes, your money's coming in. You're going to get a breakthrough in career. It feels like you are very driven to succeed, understanding yourself and this life and others, what pain is, how it infiltrates, and how we can humanitarian stop it as a whole. You're going to, if you do not, you have a soulmate, and this is a past life spouse that you're either going to get married to. I heard yes, 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 say the dress, Aquarius, or this could just, it does feel like it's a galactic. It's a marriage. You're married in another realm. I do feel like in dreams you go to this family, or that's what you're doing. That's why you're so tired, because you're spending time with them, you know. If you're not awakened to that, just know your soul's busy while you're sleeping. It's not just hanging out in the room watching you fucking sleep, okay? It's existing in other places in time, and it goes home. So if you're lonely here, just know you still see your husband, you know, your kids, your wife. You have family, and you have tribes you guys are working with. And as I say tribes, the emperor comes out. See, you're going to be working with, like, see the forest back there? Things that are hidden in the forest, things that are hidden. You're going to get access to see and work with these things. Like I said, I think that the good Lord has weighed your heart, and I feel like it is as light as a feather. I think it's time, and you're going to see that in your life. Judgment's here. So the universe is reassessing and reevaluating these leaps and bounds you've made. You could even have the universe thinking, wow, how did you do? You did so much in such a little time. They're so proud of you. You know what I mean? Like every little sign, every little synchronicity, it keeps going forward for you. So, and your fucking intuition is on. I'm telling you, I don't know who I'm speaking to, but damn, you could be looking like one bad bee too. You could be very attractive to others. You could be worrying about your finances right now, but your intuition brings you some dough. And it's because it's the universe giving you that energy back through other people, through that money, through your service, through your intuition. You help people look at things in a new way so they can move forward and find joy in their life again. You harness this sense of truth, Aquarius, that it's unmistakable because you live it, breathe it, drink it. People know who you are. You talk about stuff all the time, but they see it in the way you live it. You are a walking testament, a remnant of the last days, and you bear pearls of truth. Your adventurous spirit is what has gotten you this far, and it feels like you are on your last little stent here of understanding something. I feel like you're in this apprenticeship. It's been a long road, but I feel like you have guides that are going to come in now. Some of you could be getting new spirit guides, but there's 3 new people that step forward, or energies in your life. One that's very in-depth to love, and one that's very in-depth to nature. And combining that intuition with nature, it feels like you now become the maiden, you know? You move from the mother to the maiden, or however that goes, the maiden, the mother, and the crone. So you step up in some ways, and it feels like you have guides that come on and they start showing you now, after fucking with you for the last year, you know, to use your intuition and your discernment. It feels like now you get to see how things are grown. Now they teach you true justice and how to wield your power and to wield your sword, to where you can do it effortlessly. And it feels like this guide is the king of the crop. And I think it's your spiritual husband or wife on the other side that's doing this. I think this is a very, very, very spiritual connection. For those of you that have outer worldly, you know what I'm talking about. This is for you. So you dominated this read because that's a high vibrational frequency that came in. Whoever this is for, wow. Guidance for you is just to keep going step by step. Step by step. Alright guys, well, I got through fire signs and air signs. Tomorrow I will finish this. I've already been on here for 3 hours. I'm going to go watch a movie with my kids. I'm really wanting to watch The Wizard of Oz, so. Alright, and for Aquarius, let's get your number. Do you guys like it this way? Don't make me Tyler's Tarot, your ass. You're negating the read. Stop talking to me. For those of you that watch Tyler's Tarot. Thank you for the 2. I appreciate that, Beck Ballas. Thank you. That was sampling I'm in Aquarius. Wow, that's some beautiful energy to be in. Okay, Aquarius. Shit, you got 888 and I'm being called to take another one out. Okay, because I know this is for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, Aquarius. This is the number of steps and progression. All right. This is how your guides are sending you messages through numbers. Okay, so when you see this number on the clock, it's pay attention. You get signs all the time, but they want to let you know you're leveling up. And now we're at the 4. It feels like you've mastered the 4th realm in some way. I want to say welcome to the 5th dimension, where you can bypass all the other shit and exist in the same place but with a different viewpoint. Damn, I love this energy. Keep going. You have completed a task that is in alignment with your soul's journey. The divine is letting you know that it sees you and that all of your persistence is paying off. You are being acknowledged. Your affirmation. I take steps to stay in alignment with my soul's journey, and I reap the rewards of my persistence. When I get done with this, reading this number, you got 888. There's something in the throat. I talked about inhaling, and I'm going to call that energy out. So you guys can stick around till after Aquarius for this. I just move energy and we transmute it when it's in alignment with the universe. Because somebody's going to speak up and get some sleep. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm not sleeping good because you're not breathing well, or I'm just going to get that out of there. It feels like it comes from a grandfather. It's tied into a masculine energy that's very poisonous with their speech, and it feels like it's just kind of lingered or been projected in a work zone or area. So we're just going to get that off of there. So if you want to hang around for that, you can do that. Blessings are here and more on the way. Aquarius, let yourself feel abundant. Feel the flow of prosperity that is all around you. As you stand in your highest self, you attract all that you were once seeking. Giving is always the doorway to success, and I think you know that. Affirmations. The more good I do in the world, the more abundant my life grows. I radiate an energy of loving and kindness. All right, Aquarius, that is what I have for you. So while I was reading that, my soul's already calling that energy forward. And it knows it has to go, because I stand in the light of the Christ consciousness, the highest. So I have the ability to move energy with divine guidance and my higher self. So I call this energy out. So I'm letting this energy know through the subconscious, through the physical body, through the mind, body, and spirit that I carry forward with guidance and protection. I wield the sword of truth of Archangel Michael, and I cut this energy off the collective throat. Anybody who receives this message or hears it, it has to go now. All the way off the throat. You can no longer stay in the throat of the collective energy. Archangel Michael, I call you in to open the portal. Oh wow, you did not want to go. All the way off. All the way out from the back of the neck. All the way out and off. You can go to the light, or you can go through the portal, but you can't stay here. A nice deep breath in, and on the exhale, that energy leaves completely, pouring all of its energy back. Let that light settle down in the soul, all the way down into the root chakra. Archangel Raphael, I call you in to take out any remnants of that energy. Yeah, there's little ones right there in the front by the trachea. I don't know if somebody has surgery there, but now in that space, that feels better. That feels so much better. I'm going to call in the blue ray light, and I'm going to call in some golden healing light to cover around that. And I want to weave that with some violet flame and some emerald green from the heart. That's been in there for a while. So mote it be. Well, hopefully somebody breathes easier. I can definitely breathe easier. That thing was down in there. It was like wrapped behind the trachea tube, but also hanging on to like the collarbone. So some of you could feel pops or moving. As soon as I said that, I feel a pop. You could just feel a lot lighter. You could be coughing right now or coughing out any residual energy that's just allow that tickle to resonate throughout your throat. You guys be recalibrated, speaking your truth. If you guys want to stick around, I do that in my personal reads. If I'm called to do that and you're open to it, I am now offering that. My reads, if you guys are interested and we touched on something in a general read and you want something more specific to your situation, I call on the light and I call on your angels, your ancestors, divine beings. We find out if you have a stuck point, your soul comes forward and we see where we need to move forward for that. And you just kind of, every read is very deep with me. It is an hour long. It is $65. And it is live where I can record it, however that works best for you. When I set my reads, my intention is only the people that have a true calling or desire to move forward through or understanding their spiritual gifts or want to elaborate and get that guidance. Maybe you're just not getting it or you can't read for yourself. We all get like that. I only ask that people who are truly in alignment with my soul and my healing and the way that I move would come to me for that, because I don't do your average reads of divination, spying, and who did this and that. I'm here for evolution and bringing in enlightenment. That's the space that I hold. So if things come through, we can recognize them, but we don't spend time on those thoughts and those old energies. Because we recognize them. So if you're somebody who needs help with pattern recognition or setting goals or getting things going, you guys can email me. It is angeldynasty33@gmail.com. Thank you, Artipane. Appreciate that. And I look forward to speaking to each and every one of you. Thank you for those of you that have ordered personal reads. I am starting to schedule out for February and get the schedule done. So if you are interested in getting in the beginning of the month, it seems like you get your read a little bit faster towards the end, depending on, I get booked up real fast, so I try to get a lot of people in there. Thank you guys for every way that you love and support the channel. Thank you guys for trying new stuff on the channel with me. So I will label this Aries through Aquarius, and tomorrow we will be on and we will finish water signs and earth signs, and I feel like that's going to be some as soon as I said it, I felt that energy, so I feel like it's going to be an eye-opener. All right, guys, I love you. Good night, Valhalla Dragon. Good night, Bill. Good night, Jason. Constancy, love you. Thank you, beautiful Miss Casey. You are welcome. It is all my pleasure. You guys have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Kisses from Idaho.